We have the hits off the field and on the field.
Let's go!
It's time for Berwick Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107. The GOAT.
1, 2, 3!
Brought to you by
Mason's Monogramming, Overhead Door of Berwick, Mayo Funeral Home, State Farm, Sean Black and Lori Powell, First Keystone Bank, Red's Roofing, Neighbor Fence Company, Wolfie's Automotive, ND Accounting and Consulting, J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling of Berwick, Master Tech Automotive Services, Eco First Logistics, Ken Pollock, Flick Brothers Electric in Bloomsburg, Blaze Alexander GMC of Hazleton, Papa Lou's Place, The Compression Shop, Cardinal Estate Planning, Chapin Oil, Mark Nespoli of eXp Realty, and Janae Clarko, eXp Realty.
Now in their 37th year together, here's Jim Doyle and Andy Ulickney.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight from Crispin Field, it's the Bulldogs against the Hawkeyes of Hanover area in a District 2 3A semifinal. I am Jim Doyle. I'm joined by Andy Ulickney and Chris Algard. The producer of this broadcast is Ashlyn Walshaw. Well, Berwick completed the program's first unbeaten regular season since 2013 with their victory last week on the road at Tunkhannock. Along the way, the Bulldogs got the program's first Wyoming Valley Conference title since 2017. The next goal of this team, a District 2 championship, something a Berwick football team has not won since 2014. 2 games away from that, tonight the semifinals, as the Bulldogs go against the 4th-seeded Hawkeyes of Hanover area. While Berwick's had quite a turnaround, 4-7 last year to 10-0 this season, Hanover area's had a nice turnaround of their own. They were 2-8 last season, but under first-year head coach Eric Richardson, they come into this game with a 6-4 record. They won 4 of their last 5 games. They shut out 6 opponents along the way. In fact, every one of their victories was a shutout, and they have plenty of offensive firepower as well. So the Bulldogs trying to guard against a let-up against a team they beat rather handily back on September 19th at Hanover Township by a score of 56-19. This could be a record-setting night for Berwick football, not only for the team but individuals. Ty Wilkerson needs 23 yards in this game to break the single-season rushing record at Berwick High School. He would pass Brant Quick, who accomplished it in 2004. Brant, by the way, is back in the area. He'll be our halftime guest. Another record that could go, sophomore Caleb Yost has made 44 consecutive point-after touchdowns. That ties him with Olivia Seeley, who accomplished that back in the 2014 season. So the first extra point for Berwick coming tonight could be the record setter for Caleb Yost as well. But more importantly, the Bulldogs want to just keep going into that district championship game that would be played here at Crispin Field if the Bulldogs come through tonight. Andy Ulickney with us for Bulldogs football. Andy, under normal circumstances with normal high school players, coaching staff would have to really guard against a let-up from a team that you beat 56-19. Now you're playing them at home. But Berwick hasn't been that normal type of team this season. They haven't let up against what you might consider inferior opponents. They have stayed on top of their game, and I think that starts at the top with the coaching staff. If players see a Hanover area practice being different than a Wyoming area practice, that would lead to maybe some overconfidence.
Yeah, I'll agree, Jim. Right from the get-go this entire year, I remember in media day talking to the players and trying to get them give me a read on the season. Will it be better? Will it be better? And it's like we're prepping for week 1. Everything was going to be, and I think the coaches have them brainwashed, and it's a great way to have them brainwashed. The most important game is the next game, the upcoming game, this particular game. And they've really bought into that. And as you've mentioned, there's a lot of little sidelines along the way, single-season rushing records, single-season touchdown records, consecutive PAT records. And while they fall on individuals like Ty Wilkerson and Caleb Yost, they also reflect on the team. And these guys are all great friends who want to see their friends, glory in those accomplishments. So I do think they know it is one game at a time, one step at a time. And of all the games, this Hanover area game in Week 5 was the one where C.J. Curry just wasn't really pleased with the performance. Yes, the outcome, the win, the spread was big, but he felt they were sloppy. He felt they were being penalized way too much. There was some strange retaliation stuff that was going on. They weren't playing good contain on their runs. They weren't reading big line splits and reacting well to formations. So, while you win and while you played, you want to clean all that up. And you want to make sure that you're playing up to your coach's expectations against this team here in Hanover area who's made the trip tonight.
Weather conditions on Week 11. A
brisk.
little adverse here because it is extremely windy. And I'm anxious to see Hanover area's senior place kicker, Chance Hall, with a chance to kick with the wind at his back. We saw him earlier kick a 60-yarder that was just a little bit left, but plenty long enough. He's special.
He's got a special leg, and of course, Berwick's Caleb Yost is going for 45 consecutive PATs to set that record. And you'd hate to see where wind is the effect that does just push it aside. You don't drill it dead center, and then this wind blows it back or blows it off. It's a factor in the kicking game. It's going to be a factor in the passing game. And while Berwick doesn't rely that much on the pass, Hanover area does like to balance. They like to throw the ball a lot. They have a nice young quarterback and two very good receivers. So it might hurt them in that passing game. It's going to be tough to throw with this wind.
Andy will be by later with the keys to tonight's game. When we return, we'll hear from Eric Richardson in his first season as head coach of the Hawkeyes of Hanover area. You're listening to Berwick Football on Goat Rocks, PA.
What's worse than being broken down on the side of the road, and who's going to fix it without disrupting your life and cash flow? Since 2023, Wolfie's Automotive, 435 Washington Street, Berwick, has been keeping drivers on the road with the best prices and the shortest lead times. From large and extensive repairs to routine oil changes and even auto detail, they are honest, dependable, and will have you back in business in no time. Wolfie's Automotive in Berwick, the local, trustworthy mechanic. Just see it for yourself.
Buying or selling a home isn't just about real estate. It's about community, trust, and finding the right fit for your future. And nobody knows Berwick like Mark Nespoli with eXp Realty. Mark's your neighbor, rooted right in Berwick, with a passion for helping people find their perfect home, which is why he's also a top producing agent nationwide. So when it's time for your next move, choose the agent who knows the Berwick market and the community inside and out. Mark Nespoli, eXp Realty. Visit the570realtor.com or visit @Mark Nespoli on Facebook. Mark Nespoli, Berwick's hometown realtor.
Do you suffer from tired, achy, heavy legs? Are you looking to elevate your performance and style? Discover the perfect fusion of fashion and function at the Compression Shop of Berwick. If you're looking for medical or athletic compression wear, if you're looking to power through your workday, or you're looking to recover post-workout, the Compression Shop has personalized consultations, and most of the products are try before you buy. All military get 10% off every day. The Compression Shop Berwick, West Front Street. Check out their Facebook page.
Ford is built for every drive, every adventure, every day. Ready, set, Ford. And right now at Ken Pollock Ford, we're celebrating 10 years of driving you forward. As a proud Ford President's Award winner, we're bringing you incredible offers like the Bronco, F-150, and Explorer starting at just $499 per month and 0 down. Adventure, strength, versatility, it's all here and it's all Ford. Visit Ken Pollock Ford, 1120 West Front Street, Berwick, or online at kenpollockford.com. Select models, $499 per month, 0 down with approved credit through Ford Credit. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for details. Offer expires 11/3/25.
Hello, friends and neighbors. I'm Taylor Farr, commercial lender here at Journey Bank. For more than 125 years, we've stood beside our neighbors, not just for today, but for what matters tomorrow. Whether you're exploring new opportunities or planning life's next big steps, our local team is here with honest advice, real conversations, and support you can trust. No pressure, just people who care. Stop in or call any of our 22 locations, and let's see how we can help. Journey Bank, invested in what matters most. Invested in you. Member FDIC.
We've all been there, faced with a physical setback. Whether you've suffered a sports injury that takes you out of the game, or your aches and pains are keeping you from doing what you love, we all want the same thing, to get your life back. Thankfully, you can trust the region's only nationally ranked orthopedic team to help get you there. At Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, we turn setbacks into comebacks, one movement at a time. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Comebacks begin here.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The Goat.
High school football's second season. The postseason playoffs kick off tonight here at Crispin Field. It's a District 2 3A semifinal. Bulldogs going against the Hawkeyes of Hanover area. On September 19th, Hanover area lost at home to Berwick 56-19. Since that game, the Hawkeyes have gone 4-1, clinching the program's first winning season since 2014. First-year head coach Eric Richardson on how his team has improved since the Berwick game.
Yeah, we talked about that after against our Berwick game. That was the fifth game of the season, and we had to finish off the second half. We talked about the second season. Let's finish strong with these five. We got knocked to the canvas pretty hard there in our first game against Berwick. We had to get it back up, and we had to fight. So I think what really turned the table is the maturity. The kids, we have a young team across the board, and they got more reps. They got more varsity reps, more Friday Night Light reps. That maturity started growing. You saw it every game about being better and understand the moment. Maybe the game was slowing down a little bit for my freshman and sophomore. So I think that really showed. The maturities really started coming around here at the end of the season. And we, 4 of our last 5 games, we had shutouts.
To be in this game against Berwick, obviously you have to somehow try to contain Ty Wilkerson, which no team has been able to do. What will you tell your defenders in trying to contain him?
Yeah, I don't know how much you can contain him. You just try to slow him down as much as you can, and hopefully the offense can keep up. They're going to score points, and he is who he is because he's a stud. We talked about last game, you can't tackle him high. I mean, he's just going to run you over. We got to get low. We got to gang tackle. I mean, more helmets, every helmet on the ball. We got to finish strong. Call it TNT. Takes no talent to run to the ball, so we need everybody just to rally around the ball carrier. When we get there, we got to have our head up. We got to hit low. We got to wrap because he'll run right through you.
Considering how young your team is, win or lose, isn't this a good experience for your team to be in the postseason and go to an atmosphere like Crispin Field?
Oh, it's amazing. So we've only won 20 games in the last 10 years going into the season. We haven't had a winning season since 2014. So it's been over a decade since we had a winning season. This year we come out, we go 6-4. The 4 teams we lose to are all playoff teams. They're all winning teams. And I think the most losses on those 4 teams is 3 losses. That's 7-3 Marian Catholic. So, we fought in a lot of those games, and we fought. But for a young team like us that hasn't had a winning culture here in a long time, we got that 4th seed. And then when they moved it from 8-4, which had some controversy and some shock to it, the one thing that we're building off of that is that we earned our seat. That's that 4th seed, we earned it. And that's what I tell the kids. You earned your seat at the table. When it was 8 seeds, sometimes for 8 teams, sometimes you backdoored into the playoffs and those lower seeds with a losing record. These kids went out and they earned their spot. So yeah, they're getting that playoff atmosphere. My seniors are getting that 11th game, and we talked about that being a goal back in February. Let's have an 11th game. Let's get another week. We know the challenges we're facing this weekend, Berwick. They're one of the best teams in the area. But it's going to be a good experience for my young kids. Like you said, the atmosphere coming up to Crispin Field, playing a powerhouse like Berwick and the culture and the history they have, getting that 11th week and understanding, half the teams in the state are home and you're still playing. So seize the moment. Let our seniors get another week and let's have some fun.
That's Eric Richardson. He's a good story. He's the chief of police in Hanover Township. He and his wife had triplets about 16 years ago. They're now sophomores and all are significant players on his football team that comes into this semifinal with a record of 6-4. Hanover area against Berwick. The starting lineups are next. You're listening to Berwick football on Goat Rocks, PA.
Hey guys, this is Ray,
Chad, and Pat
from Blaze Alexander GMC of Greater Hazleton. It is October. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. What are we going to do?
We're going to sell all new in-stock inventory $1,000 under invoice.
That's the best news I've heard in a long time.
We're going to give a $100 donation to the Breast Cancer Awareness for every vehicle sold this month in October.
That's amazing.
That's awesome. So do your part. Remember, come to Blaze Alexander Greater Hazleton. We're not just a great car dealership. We go for great causes.
$100 donation for every vehicle sold.
$1,000 under invoice.
And don't forget, we have the lowest price guarantee.
Well, we'll give you $1,000.
Mason's Monogramming has the largest selection of Bulldog items in Berwick. Family owned with more than 35 years experience. And new Bulldog wear for every age, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, polos, hats, and more. They even make online fundraising easy for you. Stop in today to discuss your next fundraising opportunity. You can also shop at masonsmonogramming.com for their new inventory and select in-person pickup or shipping right to you. Follow their Instagram at Mason's Monogramming for their latest new items. Mason's Monogram Service in Berwick. Let them personalize for you.
Planning for the future doesn't have to be complicated. Attorney Nick Lutz of Cardinal Estate Planning in Berwick will guide you every step of the way. Whether it's protecting your assets, setting up a trust, or ensuring your family is cared for, Cardinal Estate Planning provides personalized solutions for you and your family's needs. Call or sign up on their website to attend a free educational workshop that will give you an understanding of the process and peace of mind knowing your legacy is in good hands. Visit them online at cardinalastate.planning.com. Let them help you plan for tomorrow today.
Ford is built for every drive, every adventure, every day. Ready, set, Ford. And right now at Ken Pollock Ford, we're celebrating 10 years of driving you forward. As a proud Ford President's Award winner, we're bringing you incredible offers like the Bronco, F-150, and Explorer starting at just $499 per month and $0 down. Adventure, strength, versatility, it's all here and it's all Ford. Visit Ken Pollock Ford, 1120 West Front Street, Berwick, or online at kenpollockford.com. Select models, $499 per month, $0 down with approved credit through Ford credit. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for details. Offer expires 11/3/25.
WLYC-AM Williamsport, WHLM-AM, WCFT HD3 Bloomsburg. 102, 104, and 107, The GOAT, a Seven Mountains Media radio station.
Both teams have made their appearance on the field. Couple of minutes away from the kickoff. The starting lineup offensively for Hanover area. At the tight end, number 89, Aiden Soffrey. He is a senior. Left tackle, John Bohm. Left guard, Jackson Yancey. Matt Curry is the center. The right guard is Will Richards. And the right tackle is Noah Rivera. He's a 6'2", 190-pound junior, filling in for perhaps their best lineman, Al Amin Kashirno, a 6'3", 230-pound senior who unfortunately got hurt in their regular season-ending game against Nanticoke and is not in action today. We talked about their triplets. All three are in the starting lineup for the Hawkeyes. Quarterback Logan Richardson, wide receiver Connor Richardson, and fullback Brody Richardson. The running back, leading receiver Dwayne Downey. The flanker is Deacon Eisenbach. Those are the starters for Hanover area. Offensively for Berwick, the tight end is Gabe Decker. The left tackle, J.J. Leonard. Draven Geiger is the left guard. The center is Henry Snyder, as the normally starting center, Nico Lonzinski, still out with an injury. Matt Gordner is the right guard. The right tackle is Mike Perry. Alex Estrella has become a big-time receiver. 6 receptions. He's averaging 30 yards reception and 3 touchdowns. The quarterback is number 10, Brady Cleaver. Second leading rusher on the team, Ty Wilkerson, the leading rusher, 2,415 yards. The fullback is Everett Snyder, and another wide receiver, and sometimes running back, is Caleb May. Bulldogs against the Hawkeyes. We'll check the keys to tonight's game when we return. You're listening to Berwick Football on Go Rocks PA.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Visit your Berwick State Farm agents, Sean Black at InsureBerwick.com and Lori Powell at LoriPowell.net.
For over 50 years, you've trusted Overhead Door to provide the finest quality residential and commercial garage door products, installation, and service. With winter right around the corner, your garage doors need a tune-up. For only $99 for one or $125 for multiple doors, they'll check, lube, and adjust your garage doors and openers so they operate smoothly. Call for their seasonal tune-up special, Overhead Door of Berwick. They're more than just doors. See their 5-star rating on their Google business page or visit ohdberwick.com.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
Berwick Choral Group, the Modernaires, with our national anthem prior to this district playoff game here at Crespin Field. Berwick against Hanover area. Keys to tonight's game, Andy Ligney.
The keys, Jim. Hanover Hawkeyes like to pass. They have a good young quarterback, and Logan Richardson completes over 50% of his passes, about 1,700 yards on the season. He has two very good receivers. One's his brother, Connor Richardson, over 500 yards on the season, and Deacon Eisenbach over 700. But one of the problems is there's a strong wind, and that's probably going to limit the passing. It's going to be hard throwing into the wind or having this ball be carried by the wind. So if that limits the passing, then they're limited to their running game. And while they're strong in that area, they do rely on the variety of pass run. They like to mix and balance their options. When they do have to run, it's going to be running back to Wayne Downey, and he's caused some problems for Berwick in Week 5. Over 900 yards on the season. He's a tough runner. He impressed Berwick in that first game in Week 5. Berwick wants to improve itself. They were fooled a little bit by scheme, by multiple formations, by big line splits. And Berwick wants to improve that defensively. They want to stop this running game. And one thing they have to do is play a much better contain. They were letting people get outside of them. And if you let a strong runner like Dwayne Downey get wide, he can hurt you. So they'd like to get a little bit tighter on that. Coach C.J. Curry felt it was a bit of a sloppy game. They need to set the edge, read the formations, see the line splits, and be ready. Also limit their penalties. When you flip it Hanover D, well, hey, all 6 wins were by shutout, so that's very impressive. But it is a relatively young team, 3 sophomores, 3 freshmen, and it's a bit smaller, certainly compared to Berwick's size. So the smallish team is without one of their bigger and better players in Al Amin Kashinro, 6'3", 230 pounds. He won't be in there. They bring other people in. They'll be all right. But you go with more two-way players when you have to do that substituting, and you relied on that size and experience. Plus, can they match up with Berwick's size? Berwick's line is big, 254 pounds a man, even without center Nico Lonzinski in there. The blocking backs are powerful. And then the size and speed of Ty Wilkerson is very, very impressive. We'll see how they do match up, Jim.
Berwick won the toss, deferred to the second half. Caleb Yost will be kicking off and into the wind, and that's a significant thing to say on a night like this, as Angel Tejada, who had a long run back against Berwick in their first meeting, is back deep along with Darwin Downey, a 9th grader. So Caleb Yost, the sophomore, approaches. This game is underway. A low line drive kick will be fielded by Tejada at the 13-yard line. The return to the 15, tries to take it outside, and he is brought down about the 15-yard line. So he tried to reverse himself and ends up losing a couple of yards. Brock Sims able to trip him up. So Hanover area has the football against a Berwick defense that winds up with Gabe Decker, Matt Gordner, Everett Snyder, J.J. Leonard, and Skylar Neville, the front 5. The linebackers, Brock Sims and Ashton Smith, the corners, Brady Cleaver and Caleb Bay. The free safety is Alex Estrella. The strong safety is Ty Wilkerson.
Keep an eye on where Everett Snyder lines up, Jim. We see him at nose guard, and that's where we expect to primarily see him in a 5-man line, as that's the base defense they want to use against this team.
Hanover area moving from our right to our left, first down at their own 15-yard line. They have the wind at their back, so you may see them go to the air early. Instead, there's a pitch to a wide receiver coming around left, and he gets only a couple of yards. It's that freshman that we talked about, Darwin Downey, and Ashton Smith in on the stop for the Bulldogs. They give Downey 2 to the 17-yard line, second down and 8. He is the brother of Dwayne Downey. When you talk about brothers, there's a real brotherhood on this Hanover area team.
7 sets of brothers, including the 3 triplets that we see.
Second down and 8. Hawkeyes at their own 17-yard line. Wide receiver to either side. I formation behind Logan Richardson. They give us to Dwayne Downey. Tries the right side. Brought down right about the line of scrimmage. May have gained a half yard.
May have, but may not have. Berwick penetrating, getting some nice charge in there, taking charge of the defensive end of the line of scrimmage.
J.J. Leonard on the stop. He has 49 tackles on the season now, leads the team. with 21 tackles for loss. He's had an outstanding season.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has, as have most of these Berwick defenders. But J.J. Leonard is the one guy in there that really seems to provide the juice.
Here's a 3rd down and 8 for the Hawkeyes. From their own 17-yard line, they put 3 receivers out to the right side. Logan Richardson will operate out of the gun. He sends one man in motion to his left, a fake to him, and a toss out to Dwayne Downey, and he is circled and brought down to the 16-yard line for a loss in the play. 3 Bulldogs, led by Ty Wilkerson, come from his safety position.
Yeah, Brady Cleaver, also one of the first people up there. I think they sense this team's not going to be able to throw downfield. The wind is just too strong. So you can put trips receivers out, and they can run by you. But you are looking for the swing pass in that same area where the trips were. And, boy, everyone read it very, very quickly. They read the quarterback. He telegraphed it, and they were right on top of Dwayne Downey.
So, punting situation. And Chance Hall is back at his 4-yard line. Flag down on the play.
Yeah, going to blow it dead. Linesman threw it, and he's pointing against the Hanover Hawkeyes, so they'll move back 5 yards before the punt.
Back to the 13-yard line for this 4th down. Now, Hall is not a particularly effective punter. He's a great place kicker. We'll see how he does, though, with the strong wind at his back. He's 1 yard deep in the end zone.
Gets it up in the air. It should sail.
Good snap. Berwick coming hard, gets the kick away. And it bounces about the 43-yard line, takes a Hanover area roll, but still Berwick will have it in Hawkeyes territory at the 47-yard line. 37-yard punt, no return.
I like that Berwick didn't try to field that. I think they've been coached, hey, the wind is crazy. Punts go up, we really don't have to catch anything. Leave it to the offense, let them make the plays.
We had a penalty on the play. We'll sort that out. The referee is James Miller. The umpire is Ed Gallagher. Linesman Jason Wimmer. Ben Lorenzello is the line judge. The back judge is John Rebar. Michael Luciana is the side judge. The field judge is Tom Nato. It was a roughing the kicker call, which will put Berwick back at the 48-yard line. Could that be only a 5-yard penalty? It was.
It must have been just a running into, a bumping into him. Otherwise, they would have been able to take the penalty and would have had a first down. 7-man district crew on the officiating team, Jim.
1st and 10, Berwick at their own 48-yard line. First offensive snap coming for the Bulldogs. And it will be out of the Wildcat for Ty Wilkerson, who goes off the right side and gets to about the Hanover area 49-yard line. He'll pick up about 3 on the play. Hanover area, 5-man front. Aiden Safri, Jose Mercado, Matt Curry, Elijah Rivas, and Brady Richardson. Linebackers Jaden Cruz, Lucas Cruz, and Connor Richardson. Corners Angel Tejada and Dwayne Downey. Deacon Eisenbach is the safety. 2nd and 7, Bulldogs at the Hanover area 49.
Of course, we'll be watching each carry by Ty Wilkerson as he came into the game needing 23 yards to set the single-season rushing record.
Wide receiver to either side. Now Brady Cleaver will get the snap. And it's low, and Cleaver has to try to get it. And Hanover area might be on it at the 45-yard line of Berwick. They're indicating they have it, and they do.
Yes, they do.
So an early turnover, and the Hawkeyes in business at the Berwick 45-yard line as
Aiden Safri has been instituted in there as the new defensive end. He's replacing the injured defensive end, and he was able to get a good rush, saw the ball on the ground, dove between Wilkerson and Brady Cleaver, was able to chest that ball and get it for his team.
So Aiden Safri with the fumble recovery, and Hanover area with the football at the Berwick 46-yard line. A rare turnover on the part of the Bulldogs. 3 receivers to the left. Out of the gun, Logan Richardson. As a running back to his right, pitches that running back. Dwayne Downey, he's got some running room. Inside the 40, to the 35, down to the 33-yard line of Berwick. So a quick pitch to Dwayne Downey, and he's brought down by
Alex Estrella. Got him up there a little bit high, Jim, around the shoulder pads and helmet. I was looking to see if there might be a horse collar thrown, but no. But he did get a good clean lane in that C-gap off the right side and exploded for the chains.
13 yards on the carry by Dwayne Downey. 1st and 10, Hanover area at the Berwick 33-yard line. Trying to cash in on a Bulldog turnover here with 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Under center now is Logan Richardson. Gives to Downey, hit behind the line, but he breaks free and gets maybe a yard as Berwick fills quickly. Someone got great penetration, slowed him down. Then J.J. Leonard made the stop for the Bulldogs.
Slowed him down, but he was able to sidestep that and then run hard toward the hole. Got back to the line of scrimmage.
That's it.
Yeah, it looked like a real nice run. I thought he'd have a little bit more, but no, that slowing down in the backfield was what made the play and kept it from gaining yardage.
2nd and 10, Hanover area at the Berwick 33-yard line. Well, what a boost it would be for this young team that's so full of freshmen and sophomores to come into a playoff game at unbeaten Berwick and get on the board first. But
they may suffer a 5-yard penalty here, Jim. 5 seconds. They're just getting to the line of scrimmage.
2-1. No, they did not get it off, or did they get a timeout? They did.
Yeah.
7:08 to go. First quarter, no score. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Go Rocks PA.
At Journey Bank, we believe your checking account should do more for you. That's why we offer Bazing Checking. With Bazing Checking, enjoy cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and savings, both in-store and online, at over 300,000 local and national retailers.
Bazing Checking not only helps me save money with deals and discounts, it also protects my cell phone and provides peace of mind when I'm on the road.
Switch to Bazing Checking at Journey Bank today. Visit journeybank.com or stop by any of our 20 community office locations. Journey Bank. Let's get you there. Member FDIC.
This is Berwick football coach C.J. Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
7:08 to go in a scoreless first quarter. Hanover area had to call the timeout, or they were going to take a 5-yard delay penalty. And now they have a 2nd and 10. They have it at the Berwick 33-yard line. They have 3 receivers bunched to the left. Logan Richardson out of the gun. Sends Dwayne Downey in motion, pitches to him, tries to turn the corner, and will not get there. He'll lose a yard back to the 34-yard line as Berwick really strung that out, got the play, and it'll be 3rd down and long. Matt Gordner in on the stop from his tackle position.
Skylar Neville's playing wonderful position. He's the defensive end on the left, and he contained it. He would not allow the man to get wide. It kept going horizontal, east-west instead of north-south. By the time he's running out of sideline, people are there to make the play.
3rd down and 10. Hawkeyes at the Berwick 33-yard line. Brody Richardson, fullback, leaves the lineup. 3 receivers to the left. And now man coming on very, very late, lining up at the tight end position to the right. Here's the 3rd down call. Richardson has the snap. He's back to throw. He fires over the middle into traffic. Tejada makes the catch. Well short of the 1st down. He's getting tackled at about the Berwick 30-yard line. So 4th down upcoming. Ashton Smith in on the stop from his linebacker position.
We mentioned it's going to be challenging to throw with this wind. So the receivers on the left side kind of crisscrossed with each other. And we saw that receiver, Angel Tejada, working his way over the middle. So the quarterback's not throwing it extremely far. Only about 10 yards forward. Berwick collapsing on it very, very well.
They give him forward progress to the 27, so this is 4th and 4. Big call coming. Hanover area at the Berwick 27. Logan Richardson under center. Gives on a draw play to Downey. Gets outside right. Has the 1st down and then some. Down to close to the 10-yard line. Big hole off the right side. And Downey knew what to do with it. Alex Estrella had to make the stop from his safety position.
Yeah, too big a hole off the right side. I praise Skylar Neville for his contain. That time he was there on contain, but the contain just kept going wider and wider. And there's a huge C-gap for him to run through. No one on the inside able to chase it down until he gets to chains.
15 yards on the carry by Dwayne Downey. The ball at the Berwick 12-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Hawkeyes. I formation. Richardson's the fullback. The call goes to Downey again, trying to get outside right. He won't get there. He'll lose a couple of yards on the play. Defended very, very well. J.J. Leonard among the people in on the stop, but 3 or 4 Berwick defenders on Dwayne Downey.
Yeah, they're going to give him a 4-yard loss on that. And again, we'll go back to Skylar Neville. They're running in his direction. Tried to sweep around him. He stopped that with contain. bounced one inside of him. He gave a little too much ground. This time he's right in position to be the first man on that tackle before others join in.
2nd and 14, Hawkeyes at the Berwick 16-yard line. Slot to the left side. I formation. Logan Richardson under center. Back to throw. Looking, fires, has his man Eisenbach. He gets the catch at the 15, and then is hit hard by Alex Estrella and Brady Cleaver as they sandwich him. They mark it at the 13, so a gain of 3. It'll bring up 3rd and 11.
Yeah, boy, Brady Cleaver put the shoulder into him. I thought he might have jarred the bar loose. As you mentioned, sandwiched in with Alex Estrella. 2 men in there covering that short pass. Does it gain any yards? I don't think so.
They give him 3 to the 13-yard line. So it is 3rd down and 11. We go under 4 minutes in this opening quarter. Hanover area keeping the football. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Logan Richardson has the snap, and he's back to throw, and he's firing a fade to the end zone to Eichenbach, and it's incomplete. Terrific coverage by Brady Cleaver deep in the end zone. 4th down, remember, they have the wind at their back, and they have a terrific field goal kicker, and that's the way they're going to go.
Yeah, I don't blame them. A little too much down in distance to get the chains, a little too far to get the end zone. You have a kicker, and you have this great weapon. Take the points. Get yourself ahead of Berwick 3-0 if you can.
So Chance Hall, who has the school record of 44-yarder kicked this season against Old Forge, will attempt it from the 20. This is a 30-yard field goal attempt. Snap, placement, kick is on the way, and the kick is good. Timeout in the field, 3:36 remaining in the first quarter of play with the score, Hanover area 3 and Berwick 0. You're listening to Berwick Football on Go Rocks PA.
Looking for convenient and reliable waste disposal? If you need residential, curbside pickup, or dumpster rentals, EcoFirst Logistics full-service trash service has you covered from Bloomsburg to Hazleton and surrounding areas. They're designed to make waste disposal easy, hassle-free, and eco-friendly, ensuring what can be saved is sorted out. EcoFirst Logistics also offers roll-off dumpsters for all your construction, demolition, and junk hauling needs. Visit them online or call EcoFirst Logistics, a proud supporter of the Berwick Bulldogs.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
30-yard field goal by Chance Hall, or as he would call it, a chip shot. And Hanover area has a 3-0 lead as they take advantage of a Berwick turnover and march close enough for Hall to knock it through. He's kicking off with the wind at his back. This one might hit the old cigar factory with the leg that he has. We saw him kick a 60-yarder in practice. And this one is high and deep and lands about 9 yards deep in the end zone. So Berwick will get it for the second time. Just 2 plays from scrimmage for the Bulldogs. And the second play was a problem with a snap. A fumble resulted. Aiden Saffery recovered for the Hawkeyes, and that led to the drive and the field goal. So it's 3-0 Hanover, 3:36 to go in this opening quarter.
Kickoff about 30 yards shy of that cigar factory, Jim, but boy, to see them put them deep in the end zone, even with the wind, is very impressive.
Bulldogs at their 20 with a first down. Brady Cleaver under center. Offset eye behind him. Everett Snyder is the fullback. He leads the way for Ty Wilkerson, who tries the middle, and the going is tough. He'll get a yard, let's call it 2, to the 22-yard line as the tackle made by Lucas Cruz of the Hawkeyes.
Yep, right up front, defeated his blocker, slid off, met Ty Wilkerson at the line of scrimmage. Everything else is tight inside, no seams to fight through, no way to spin and turn, so they'll limit Ty Wilkerson to 1 yard.
Second down and 9 from the 21. Wilkerson, the lone running back. Cleaver under center, toss sweep left side, Ty Wilkerson. This time he looked like he had some room, and then it closes down. And he gets maybe another yard on the play.
And Lucas Cruz yet again, this time instead of being in the nose guard area, he's chasing vertically east-west on the sweeping action. While the man has a little contain and won't let him turn it up, Lucas Cruz comes from the inside and makes the tackle. He'll gain some on that.
They give them 2, so it's a 3rd down and 7 for the Bulldogs at their own 23-yard line.
For many teams, it would be a passing down with the wind and with Ty Wilkerson in the backfield. I don't think it will be. Keep an eye on Brady Cleaver.
Cleaver out of the gun. Toss sweep right side. And getting outside is Wilkerson looking for the first down. He won't get there. He's down at the 27-yard line. Looked like Ty could have taken that farther outside, but he chose to make a cut inside, and they limit it to a couple yards.
From up here, it's easy to see where the lanes may develop best. From down there on the field, going with his instinct, he felt the cutback would be the better way to get to the chains. Could not do it. Jim, they're not spotting this ball.
Yes, they are at the 28.
Oh, they are.
And the sideline warning against Berwick as well. 5 yards for Ty Wilkerson, bringing up a 4th down, Berwick.
Ooh.
And they need 2, and they have it at their own 28, and they are not going to punt it.
Might bark the signals. Let's see.
A tough snap, but Brady Cleaver gets the first down out to the 32-yard line. Again, a problem with the snap. Heads-up play by Cleaver as he moves it ahead. I'm not sure what the play was going to be, but Berwick does convert. They get 4. First down, Bulldogs at their 32.
First, I'm surprised by the high risk in going for it on 4th so deep in their own territory. Shows a lot of confidence, but confidence not earned yet in this game, as Hanover area has been playing very tough defense. Bad snap, but a good play by Cleaver to force that ahead and earn the chains.
1st and 10 Bulldogs from their 32. Toss sweep left side to Ty Wilkerson. Looking for some running room. He has it. He's out the 40. He's out to the 41-yard line. He'll pick up about 9 on the play before Tajir Collins can make the stop for the Hawkeyes.
And Lucas Cruz yet again churning from the nose guard area and chasing it now after the 9-yard run, but he's the one wrapping around the knees. Ty Wilkerson looked much better on that run than he has in the past. He got a little open seam in the C-gap off the left side. Ran hard, but Hanover pursuing well keeps him from breaking it all the way.
Andy, the yardage now on Ty Wilkerson.
I have him with 20 yards, Jim. 3 more, and he'll have the record.
So let's see if he gets it here for the 41. Out of the Wildcat. Takes the snap. No, he hands off to Caleb May. And May down the sideline is at the 40, the 35, the 30, the 20, the 15, and still on his feet inside the 10-yard line. So Wilkerson hands off to Caleb May for a huge gain.
Yeah, he had to go high to get the shotgun snap when he came down with it. There was May motioning in front of him. Little pitch pass to him. He continues across in a jet sweeping action. He had one man at the line of scrimmage. He had to use his speed to get around him, and he did. Then well downfield, he still had one blocker, used it effectively, cut back, but again, the pursuit eventually catching up. We have a flag. It's well into the run, about 20, 25 yards into the run. They'll mark it from there. So let's see what we get. Probably about 17 yards gained when they do spot this.
Line of scrimmage was the Berwick 41. And they're going to walk this one off. It'll be back in Berwick territory. But boy, a nice concept to the play. Ty Wilkerson gets so much attention. When he hands off to someone, you can bet that someone has something going.
Yeah, I was spotting it before the mark off, Jim, so it'll be more like a 6-yard gain overall with the hold 16 yards into the run.
Scranton Prep with an early lead in their game. High snap. Wilkerson gets it. He's straight ahead. He's over midfield to the 45, the 40, the 35, the 30, and Ty Wilkerson goes 53 yards for the score, and with that touchdown, he is now the all-time record holder for rushing yards in a season at Berwick High School.
Yes, he is. 24-15 plus the 73 he had. 2,488 yards. Surpasses Brant Quick's 4,856. We'll talk to Brant at halftime, see how he feels about that. But, boy, you got to be excited to see a run like that. Straight up the middle. A lot of interference. Kept fighting his way through, had to bust through people at the safety level.
And another record on the line here as Caleb Yost will attempt the extra point. But there's flags Let's slow it down and stop it. Again, Caleb Yost needs an extra point for his 45th straight. That would set a school record. But there is a very, very strong wind. We saw some warm-up kicks that sailed wide left because of the wind.
They're indicating movement against Hanover area, Jim, but Berwick's coaches were out wanting more of an explanation. The fireworks and the bombardment of cannonball sounds also coming at that point.
It is offside against the Hawkeyes. And Berwick will change strategy and go for 2.
Perhaps rather than kicking into the wind. And, of course, 2 points is better than 1, and you have overpowering size advantage at your line.
From the line of scrimmage, the call goes to Wilkerson off the right side. He is stuffed, but battles in and gets the 2-point conversion. 3 seconds to go, first quarter. Berwick 8, Hanover area 3. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Goat Rocks, PA.
What's worse than being broken down on the side of the road, and who's going to fix it without disrupting your life and cash flow? Since 2023, Wolfie's Automotive, 435 Washington Street, Berwick, has been keeping drivers on the road with the best prices and the shortest lead times. From large and extensive repairs to routine oil changes and even auto detail, they are honest, dependable, and will have you back in business in no time. Wolfie's Automotive in Berwick, the local, trustworthy mechanic. Just see it for yourself.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The Goat.
Berwick's second possession. They go 7 plays, 80 yards. Ty Wilkerson with his record-setting 53-yard touchdown run. Then he runs for the 2-point conversion after Hanover area jumped offside of the extra point attempt. And the Bulldogs take their first lead of the game, 8-3, just 3 seconds to go in this opening quarter.
Caleb Yost setting the ball up on the tee on the right hash. This team has returned well against Berwick. Caleb Yost enjoys going with his pooch kicks, whip kicks, not the deep ones into the end zone, and especially fighting the wind. Ball fell over as expected. You're probably going to need a holder, as you mentioned in the warm-ups, Jim.
Yeah, it is really, really windy, and it's really not died down since we got here before 5 o'clock. Maybe it will during the course of the evening, but right now the team with the wind advantage has an advantage.
And there goes the ball again. Now you'll have to play the holder. Yeah, you can look at the American flag down far to the left out that end zone. You can really see that the flag is blowing what would be in the face of the kicker and a little bit off toward the Berwick sidelines as well.
Alex Estrella will hold the ball for Caleb Yost. As Yost gets set to kick off, Angel Tejada and Dwayne Downey deep for the Hawkeyes. Yost kick a line drive headed toward Tejada, but fielded by Dwayne Downey, and he goes off to the right, looking for room, and Berwick has good coverage downfield. He'll be gang tackled about the 26 on the last play of this opening quarter with the score. Berwick 8, Hanover area 3. You're listening to Berwick football on Goat Rocks, PA.
The Mayo Funeral Homes, located at 110 Chestnut Street in Berwick and 77 Main Street in Chickashinny, are proud sponsors of Berwick Bulldog football. The Mayo Funeral Homes, serving all faiths, makes it easier for those you love with pre-arranged funeral counseling, insurance, and pre-financed funerals. Mayo Funeral Homes also offers expert guidance in both traditional and cremation services. Mayo Funeral Homes, perfection in every detail.
We've all been there, faced with a physical setback. Whether you've suffered a sports injury that takes you out of the game, or your aches and pains are keeping you from doing what you love, we all want the same thing, to get your life back. Thankfully, you can trust the region's only nationally ranked orthopedic team to help get you there. At Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, we turn setbacks into comebacks, one movement at a time. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Comebacks begin here.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The Goat.
Berwick advantage. The difference, a 53-yard record-setting run by Ty Wilkerson. And he needed 3 yards on that carry. So happy it wasn't a 3-yard plunge to set the record.
No, you don't want to be fiddling about one way, one the other, and then if something would happen drastic or dramatic like an injury, oh boy, you'd be breaking your heart. No, beautiful 73 yards as total now on that 53-yard touchdown run, and capping it off with the 2-point conversion. Those points may matter with the strong kicker that Hanover area has.
Hawkeyes have it moving from our left to our right. They had it at their 27-yard line with a first down. And flags and whistles blow it dead. The Hawkeyes got on the board first, and now they'll have a 1st and 5 on the offside against Berwick. And this quarter, and again, this is significant in this game, they'll be going into the wind. And this is a team that likes to throw the ball a lot more than Berwick.
And, of course, with kicking, we watched the kicker almost make a 60-yarder with the wind, but struggled to make 30-yarders against the wind.
3 receivers to the left. Dwayne Downey is the running back. He's had a couple of good runs in this game of 13 and 15 yards. 1st and 5 after the penalty. Richardson dumps it off to Downey, looking for some running room. Has some and gets out to about the 36-yard line. He'll be short of a first down yardage. Brock Sims on the tackle from his linebacker spot. He's had a terrific season. The junior linebacker, second on the team in tackles, coming in with 54, 16 tackles for loss.
Generous spot moves to change, Jim. They're playing games on the perimeter. I don't want to be Skylar Neville out there at defensive end, and they're working more his side, staying away from, the opposite side with Gabe Decker. Rather than sweeping or trying to kick out, this time they throw that little swing pass in his direction. He contains it, turns it inside. But, boy, when they're swinging a pass out there, you're going to really open the seat.
Man in motion to the right. The call goes to Dwayne Downey straight ahead. He battles for what he can, and what he can is nothing as he's dropped for a loss on the play. Gabe Decker from his defensive end position. They'll mark it at the 35, so it's a loss of 2.
Gabe Decker crashing on down. I think he's feeling left out as they're attacking Skylar Neville's side more and more often. So this time as the man gets turned back toward Gabe Decker after some strong running. I'm impressed with Dwayne Downey and what he can do. I thought he was going to regain his balance and get himself going there, but he just couldn't regain it enough.
2nd down and 12 from the 35-yard line. I formation. Downey's the tailback, gets the call, tries the right side, and hits a blue wall.
J.J. Leonard was the first part of that blue wall. Boy, Jim, he met him straight on and pushed him back. And then 2 or 3 more Berwick players came on and threw him back even further. They'll give him some forward progress. Will only lose about a yard. But what a play by J.J. Leonard.
3rd down and 12. Hawkeyes at their 35-yard line as Connor Roberts has checked in at the linebacker spot opposite Brock Sims. Here's a 3rd and 12. 3 receivers to the left. Logan Richardson under center. Dwayne Downey, the lone running back behind him. Richardson gives to Downey. Conservative call on 3rd and 12, and he'll get out to about the 38. He'll pick up only 3 on the play. Gabe Decker makes the stop. Decker's been terrific this season as a sophomore. Number 1 on the team in tackles, coming in with 56. We saw him get 2 on this possession alone.
Reading it very well, too, Jim. He's up there at right defensive end, and yet the play's coming over the center. So he saw that the trap wasn't going to go. The man was going to have to cut back a little bit for left guard, and he just drops right on down to make the hit there.
Brady Cleaver is deep, anticipating the punt from Chance Hall. Again, Hall will be punting into this strong wind as he's back at the Hawkeyes' 26-yard line.
Could be troublesome for the punt return, people.
Kick is very, very high. Gets into that wind, and it will go out of bounds near midfield. So a very short punt into the wind by Hall, just 15 yards, no return. And Berwick in good field position with 8:48 to go in the half. and the Bulldogs lead this one by a score of 8-3.
Don't know what the offensive game plan was, but it seems to be throwing a wrench after the second offensive snap went as a fumble, and then the drive for Hanover scored. What we have is 6 runs by Ty Wilkerson for 73 yards. Caleb May had a very long run, but a holding call 16 yards into it brought it back and made it a 6-yard run. And Brady Cleaver, on a bad snap on a 4th down play deep in their own territory, gained just enough to get the chains.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from midfield. Berwick's made a substitution on that offensive line. We'll give you that after this play. As Gordner comes in motion, leads the blocking for Ty Wilkerson, who cuts it outside. Down the sideline, 30, 25, 20, and he is in for another Berwick touchdown. This one from 50 yards out. And that big tackle that we were just talking about, DeMarcus McMillan, the sophomore, being congratulated for his blocking on the sideline.
Second touchdown. He needs 4 to get that single-season touchdown rushing record, Jim. 123 yards on the game now for Ty Wilkerson as he extends his own single-season rushing record.
And now Caleb Yost will try for a record 45th consecutive extra point. He has the wind at his back. Ashton Smith will hold. Snap, placement, kick is up, and the kick is good. So give the record to the sophomore, Caleb Yost. 8:39 to go in the half. Berwick 15, Hanover area 3. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Go Rocks PA.
Buying or selling a home isn't just about real estate. It's about community, trust, and finding the right fit for your future. And nobody knows Berwick like Mark Nespoli with eXp Realty. Mark's your neighbor, rooted right in Berwick, with a passion for helping people find their perfect home, which is why he's also a top producing agent nationwide. So when it's time for your next move, choose the agent who knows the Berwick market and the community inside and out. Mark Nespoli, eXp Realty. Visit the570realtor.com or visit at Mark Nespoli on Facebook. Mark Nespoli, Berwick's hometown realtor.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
Back in 2014, Olivia Seelig made 44 consecutive extra points during the course of that season. Caleb Yost, the sophomore from Berwick, has just bettered that record. He's just kicked his 45th consecutive extra point, and Berwick leads at 15-3 as he tees it up to kick it off. That's got to be a thrill for him, and boy, just a sophomore.
Yep. And kicking off in this direction's a bit more of a thrill than kicking into the wind, Jim. He may try for length now. There goes the ball off the tee again. Let's get that holder out there again. Of course, a little more frustrating to kick when you have someone's finger in the way.
With Ty Wilkerson, with that long touchdown run of 50 yards, we mentioned big McMillan, that sophomore, moving in at tackle. They actually had Matt Gordner, in motion that time to lead the blocking off that left side. That's almost unfair. That's 280 and 275.
Yowzer. That's some size. And the holder comes out now, Jim, as the ball blows off the tee for the second time.
Again, it'll be Alex Estrella doing the honors. As Caleb Yost, following his record-setting extra point, will kick it off. His kick is a line drive kick, but with the wind, takes one bounce and goes into the end zone, so a touchback. And Hanover area will take over at their 20-yard line. 8:39 to go in the half. Berwick leading this one 15-3. In the other semifinal, Scranton Prep leading Wyoming area by a score of 21-0. And again, the winner of that game will be facing the winner of this game for the district championship. Scranton Prep has won 4 consecutive District 2 3A titles.
It's been a great program for many years, Jim. They're kind of outside everyone's purview. We've been able to follow Wyoming area. We watch them play. We see their scores. Scranton Prep plays a bit of a different type of schedule, a very challenging schedule.
From the 20-yard line, Brody Richardson in motion. Dwayne Downey gets the handoff, tries the left side, and does not get back to the line of scrimmage. Downey had some good runs early. Berwick seems to be catching on.
Tymir Wilkerson coming up quickly from safety. Yeah, he did, but Berwick is sort of committing to the run now, Jim. I think they realize, hey, this team's not really going to try to pass with this wind. Secondary can cheat up a little bit more and help on the run. So while Dwayne Downey seems to be able to make the first move, it seems like he might have a seam. There's secondary people up and backside people coming to stop him.
Aiden Safri is the tight end to the left. There's a slot to the right. I formation. 2nd down and 11. Hawkeyes from their 19. Richardson back to throw. Fires long. Ball hangs up and is not really near any receiver. Goes incomplete.
No, it's just going to fall up short, get caught in the wind and fall up short. So no, not really a receiver there by scheme, by design. Execution not quite there, and the wind hurting it as well.
3rd down and 11. And the way Berwick can get after the passer, this is not an enviable position for any offense. Bulldogs with 24 team sacks on the season.
And you might see Hanover run a more unique play. They might go with the rushing play with Dwayne Downey. Also keep an eye for him flaring out of the backfield behind these strips on the right side.
3rd down and 11. Logan Richardson out of the gun. Has the snap, toss, sweep, left side to Dwayne Downey, and he will not get back to the line of scrimmage again. Berwick's defense, very, very tough. Coming into this game, giving up just 2.7 yards a carry. Brock Sims in on the stop as it's 4th and 11 for the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, Brock Sims plus about 3 others. J.J. Leonard very visible, getting up on the top of the running back who's down on the ground.
Always hear about coaches talking about getting a lot of hats to the football. Berwick had plenty that time. 4th and 11. Now they'd be punting into the wind. They're going for it.
Strange.
And Berwick jumped across. They'll make it a little easier. Bring up 4th and 6.
Matt Gordner was back off like a linebacker and came running toward the line like, I want to shoot that A-gap. If they're thinking of going for this rather than punting, it will tighten things up a little bit, but it's still a situation where I'd be punting even against the wind.
Well, that last punt was 15 yards, so they're going to go for it here. Here's 4th and 6 from their own 24-yard line. 3 receivers to the right. Dwayne Downey is the running back. Logan Richardson looks over the defense. Now he's under center. Long count, maybe trying to draw the Bulldogs off one more time.
I think so. Might take a delay or a timeout.
He's still under center.
They're not going to snap it.
Play clock down to 5. Logan Richardson. And there is the timeout call. 6:25 to go in the half. 15-3 Bulldogs. You're listening to Berwick Football on Goat Rocks, PA.
Got that Berwick Bulldog spirit? Go to Papa Lou's Place on Vine Street, 2 blocks from Crispin Field, where the Berwick Bulldogs games are on. And there's live music on the patio after each home game, with drink specials every Friday. And try their famous smash burgers, homemade pierogies, and broadster wings with a variety of homemade sauces. Nobody does Berwick High School football like Papa Lou's Place, where the beer is fresh, the food is amazing, and the service is top-notch. See their Facebook page for details and go to Papa Lou's Place to see what the buzz is about.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
6:25 to go in the first half of this District 2 3A semifinal. Berwick leading Hanover area 15-3. Hanover area try to draw the Bulldogs off, get this into a 4th and 1 situation. They couldn't do that. They called a timeout as the play clock was winding down. Looks like they will still go for it on this 4th and 6. They are not in punt formation. They've got a running back to either side of quarterback Logan Richardson and a slot to the right. 4th down call. Richardson has the snap. He's back to throw. He fires. He has his man, Connor Richardson, and he has the first down at the 33-yard line. Caleb May on the tackle. What a nice 4th down play by Hanover area.
Yeah, Logan Richardson to brother Connor Richardson. He was the inside man in trips, went about 5 yards, and then slanted to the inside. Caught it at about 7, needed 6, and real nice hookup between the brothers.
The ball at the 32-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Hawkeyes as we go under 6 minutes remaining This opening half, reminder to stay with us at halftime. Brand Quick, whose single season rushing record was broken tonight by Ty Wilkerson, will join us as our halftime guest. Slot to the right side. Logan Richardson out of the gun. Has the snap. Fires a pass out here. Incomplete, flag down.
Gabe Decker, defensive end, saw the man doing a quick arrow route. Tight end is just going, about a yard deep. So he followed him and, of course, had his hands on him. He's planning to hit this man as there be a collision block. So there are hands certainly on the receiver when the ball is delivered. Berwick can't really argue that penalty on Gabe Decker. And can't blame Gabe Decker for playing it the way he did.
Well, it could be a worse situation than the penalty for the Bulldogs as Decker came off limping noticeably. And he's out of that lineup right now.
Been slowed down by injuries the past few weeks, Jim, and maybe in stretching there, pulled something.
So a 15-yard penalty and a first down for the Hawkeyes at their own 47-yard line. 5:36 to go in the half. Berwick with a 15-3 lead. Check what Berwick's doing defensively. It looks like they might be going with 3 linebackers here.
Everett Snyder moved to the outside instead of nose.
With Decker out of there. As the call goes to Dwayne Dowdy looking for running room. Then he's hit hard as he gets near midfield. Second effort will get him to the Berwick 49. Good effort by him. He's been running hard in this half.
Yeah, he gets hit hard, but he bounces off, spins away. He got through the front 4. So there was a natural seam in there as Berwick was rushing its 4 down linemen. When he got to the linebacker level, again, there was a collision, but he bounces away and tries to keep on going before Berwick catches up with him.
Draven Geiger now checks into the defensive front for Berwick as they'll remove a linebacker and Connor Roberts. 2nd and 7. Hanover area from midfield. 3 receivers to the right. DeJuan Downey in motion. Toss to him. He looks for some running room, has some, and battles close to the first down yardage near the Berwick 44.
The younger brother of running back Dwayne Downey, Davin Downey, sometimes takes some jet sweeping action. That one came behind the line of scrimmage and then turned up over right tackle.
3rd down and 1 to go in Berwick territory at the 44. Quarterback keeper by Logan Richardson. He has the first down as he powers to the Berwick 42-yard line.
Heads up play, comes on up. There may have been a different huddle call, but he realized, hey, I can get the chains rather easily. There's a natural seam off the right side of my center. Probably just goosed him, pushed him ahead, made the easy yardage.
Hanover area with 1 timeout remaining, clock running, 4:10 to go in the half. Boy, a score here would be big for them going into halftime. They trail Berwick 15-3.
Any score would be good, but a field goal against this wind would be challenging.
3 receivers to the right. Dwayne Downey is the running back to the right of Logan Richardson. Brother Dowling comes in motion right to left, a fake to him, a pitch out to Dwayne Downey, and he is hit behind the line, gets away from one man, but then is brought down at about the 46-yard line. So the completion will lose yardage, and it's bringing up 2nd down and 14.
Little completions, but they're like running plays. They're sideways passes on little swings to the running back. Even with the cornerback, you can debate whether or not it was a lateral pass or a forward pass. We'll call that one a forward pass that loses 2. Berwick just has its people in the way. We saw J.J. Leonard chase it out, and then when they chased him back inside, people are there too.
2nd and 14. Hawkeyes at the Bulldog 46. Slot to either side. The draw play to Downey, and nothing there. J.J. Leonard got a hand on him and gave Decker back in that lineup. Finished him off right at the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 3rd down and 14.
Yeah, Berwick's tough to run against. A lot of people cheating up. Good to see Gabe Decker back in there after a momentary pause on the sideline to either catch his breath or stretch a muscle out. But he made a real nice play there as the runner was coming back toward him.
3rd down, 14. Hanover area probably in 4 down territory here with the clock running and 2:17 to go in the half. They do have 1 timeout remaining. They have it at the Berwick 46.
4 down territory, 2 downs to get the 15 yards they need to continue the drive.
Logan Richardson under center, and now they will use that final timeout with 2:05 to go in the half. 15-3 Bulldogs. You're listening to Berwick Football on Goat Rocks, PA.
Buying or selling a home isn't just about real estate. It's about community, trust, and finding the right fit for your future. And nobody knows Berwick like Mark Nespoli with eXp Realty. Mark's your neighbor, rooted right in Berwick, with a passion for helping people find their perfect home, which is why he's also a top producing agent nationwide. So when it's time for your next move, choose the agent who knows the Berwick market and the community inside and out. Mark Nespoli, eXp Realty. Visit the570realtor.com or visit at Mark Nespoli on Facebook. Mark Nespoli, Berwick's hometown realtor.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 to go.
2:05 to go first half. Hanover area out of timeouts. This possession, they started at their own 20. They're now at the Berwick 46-yard line, but they face a 3rd down and 14. So they took a timeout to talk about what they want to do here, obviously in 4-down territory, trailing Berwick 15-3. Slot to the left, slot to the right. Logan Richardson under center. Dwayne Downey is the lone running back. Berwick showing blitz. Back to throw. Firing. Is it picked off or no? A diving attempt by Estrella. They are saying incomplete. And it'll be 4th and 14. Hawkeyes at the Bulldog 46.
And they didn't punt from 40 yards back. Don't expect them to punt here either with this field position. They are really playing keep away, Jim. We don't keep time of possession in high school games. We count plays. 23 plays for the Hanover area Hawkeyes, just 9 offensive snaps for the Berwick Bulldogs.
Yeah, but those Ty Wilkerson runs won't give you many plays.
But it keeps you close and it keeps you in the game.
Here is a 4th down call coming. They need 14. Unenviable position because they're going into a very stiff wind.
But you can go high risk on 4th down. If it's an interception, it's just further downfield and better field position for your defense.
DeWine Downey in motion. Then he goes downfield for the pass, which is knocked down incomplete. Ty Wilkerson on the coverage. It was Deacon Eisenbach, the intended receiver, but a roughing the passer against Berwick will keep this drive alive. Wow.
I took my eyes off, was watching the pass. The pass went a little too high, gets caught up in that wind, and the whole play is going to slow down. Ty Wilkerson among the people running with that receiver downfield has to put on his own brakes, come back, and push it away. But you're right, Jim, roughing the passer. Berwick's coach, C.J. Curry, complained about the amount of penalties his team suffered in the previous meeting. And, boy, that's a key one there.
Well, I didn't see the roughing the passer. No. According to CJ, they didn't see it either. Because he's very, very upset.
Yeah.
1st and 10, Hanover area. Remember, they're out of timeouts, but still 1:55 to go as they have it at the Berwick 31-yard line. I formation now. Brody Richardson is the fullback. Logan Richardson, toss, sweep right side. Downey looking for room and nothing there. He's buried right at the line of scrimmage. J.J. Leonard buries him there.
Yeah, collapsing and then sandwich with the defensive end on the other side. Takes a lot for Dwayne Downey to get up after that type of smash. Limited yardage, if any. Looked like it was going to have more, but he's deeper in the eye until he takes the pitch and gets to the line of scrimmage and then suffers that hit. Going to get it all for naught. No gain on the play.
And that carry was actually by the younger brother, the 9th grader, Dalwin Downey. Now Dwayne Downey is in that huddle as Hanover area. 2nd and 10 at the Berwick 31-yard line. Clock running, 1:09 to go in the half. Richardson back to throw. Looking, fires on the middle. Ball is tipped and nearly intercepted, and then it is intercepted at the 23-yard line. 3 different Bulldogs got their hands on it. Brock Sims comes up with the interception.
Ball seems to be on target toward the receiver. Berwick interposes, tips the ball up. It then tips back again, and then it gets tipped and diving to the ground, pulling it up about 6 inches from the ground is Brock Sims. Not sure why he'd be that deep back in a linebacker drop, but fortunate for Berwick that he is. It ends the potential scoring drive, and Berwick can finish this half out.
Alex Estrella had a hand on it. Ashton Smith had a hand on it. Brock Sims got the interception. Great illustration of the tip drill as Berwick has their 6th interception of the season. See how they play it. Ty Wilkerson takes a direct snap, looks off the right side, still on his feet, dragging tacklers out near the 40-yard line. Berwick, with all their timeouts remaining, 55 seconds to go in the half, give Wilkerson 15 on that play.
138 on the half, and he looked really strong as he gets into the secondary, tries to finish the run. Berwick could have used that timeout, Jim. We're going to be at 40 seconds before they get to the line of scrimmage.
And they didn't hurry to the line either. Direct snap to Ty Wilkerson, looking for some room, trying to break it outside, does so over midfield to the 40, to the 30-yard line of Hanover area. Now Berwick will use a timeout. Another big run by Ty Wilkerson. Timeout, 28 seconds to go in the half, 15-3 Bulldogs. You're listening to Berwick Football on Go Rocks, PA.
It won't be long before tax time rolls around, so remember to visit Michael Daddio CPA at ND Accounting and Consulting for your income tax needs. ND Accounting and Consulting handles both business and individual taxes, as well as offering a variety of accounting services, including payroll, auditing, and bookkeeping. For tax and accounting services, look for Michael Daddio CPA at ND Accounting and Consulting with 2 locations, 214 Pine Street in Berwick and 5929 Main Road in Sweet Valley.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The Goat.
Berwick trying to add to a 15-3 lead. 28.6 seconds to go in the first half. Bulldogs with the football at the Hanover area 30-yard line. They have a first down after the 31-yard run by Ty Wilkerson. They do have 2 timeouts remaining. Wide receiver to the right is Alex Estrella.
Out of the Wildcat, Jim, quarterback Brady Cleaver in there with Wilkerson in the pistol aside of him.
As fake handoff, and Cleaver keeps it. He's got running room, and he hurdles a tackler. He's inside the 20, and he's down to the 17-yard line. 14 yards on the carry. Jaden Cruz made the stop. Berwick will come quickly to the line of scrimmage. Clock begins to run, 18 seconds to go in the half. Toss sweep right side to Ty Wilkerson inside the 10 and down to the 5-yard line. And Berwick will use a timeout with 7.9 seconds remaining. We will keep it here. Boy, this could be a turnaround this game. As Hanover area had the ball in Berwick territory, looking to cut into the lead. Berwick with a terrific drive now at the Hanover area 6-yard line, trying to add to the lead.
Berwick's 2-minute drill is basically run the ball, run Ty Wilkerson, and why not? He gives you the chunk plays, the explosives. After the last timeout, I like the notion of inserting the quarterback because often with a fake to Ty Wilkerson, Brady Cleaver can get nice yardage, and he did. So they're inching it ever closer. The question is, can you get it in there? Is that 7.9 seconds left on the clock, Jim?
It is.
And what was the last run by Wilkerson?
That was 24 yards, quite a half.
Yeah, 193 on the half now.
So Berwick at the 6-yard line, 7.9 seconds ago. They do have 1 timeout in their back pocket. They have the wind at their back, so pass is possible. As they send Alex Estrella wide to the left.
I think they run it, use the timeout if they're not in.
Toss sweep left side. Ty Wilkerson looking for the end zone, and he has it. Wilkerson in with 5.1 seconds to go in the half.
They just blocked so well for him, and he has such talent in finding that seam. Simple pitch play, sweep to the left, see where it's going to open. He's able to read everything outside the left tackle. Where will the seam be? He found the seam about the second one out from there and sprinted on through.
37th career touchdown for Ty Wilkerson, 1 short of the single-season record held by Brant Quick. Caleb Yost's extra point kick is up, and the kick is good. 5.1 seconds to go, first half. Berwick, 22. Hanover area 3. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Go Rocks, PA.
Mason's Monogramming has the largest selection of Bulldog items in Berwick. Family owned with more than 35 years experience. And new Bulldog wear for every age, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, polos, hats, and more. They even make online fundraising easy for you. Stop in today to discuss your next fundraising opportunity. You can also shop at masonsmonogramming.com for their new inventory and select in-person pickup or shipping right to you. Follow their Instagram at Mason's Monogramming for their latest new items. Mason's Monogram Service in Berwick. Let them personalize for you.
Neighbor Fence Company has fencing for where you want it, serving Columbia, Montour, and Luzerne counties. Neighbor Fence provides top-quality residential and commercial fencing, vinyl, chain link, wood, aluminum, and ornamental fencing, plus vinyl railing and specialty products. Neighbor Fence Company, 1140 State Route 239 in Wapwallopen. Call 570-752-4423 or visit them online at neighborfencecompany.com. Neighbor Fence Company is a proud sponsor of local youth athletic teams.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
We'll kick it off for the Bulldogs following that quick 76-yard scoring drive, capped on the third touchdown run of the half by Ty Wilkerson. As Yo's kick is a line drive over the head of Darwin Downey into the end zone for another touchback with the wind at his back. So at least one snap coming for Hanover area, 5.1 seconds to go in this opening half.
Yeah, as a coach, you have decisions to make with limited seconds on the clock. You decide to kick that deep and risk a return, or do you just squib it and give them the one play from, closer to midfield? For some reason, I think they felt with the wind they'd be able to get the ball to the end zone, even on a line drive kick that's not in the direction of either of the deep men, and that did pay off.
So we'll see how Hanover area plays it. No timeouts remaining. 5.1 seconds on the clock as they set it down at their own 20-yard line. Toss, sweep, left side. Dwayne Downey run down after a gain of 1, maybe 2 on the play. The final play of this opening half with the score. Berwick 22, Hanover area 3. You're listening to Berwick football on Goat Rocks, PA.
Looking for Berwick's hometown realtor? Meet Janae Kalarko of eXp Realty. She loves sports, family, friends, and helping you sell or buy your dream home. Janae works 24/7 to get you the best value and the perfect home. And she makes the process fun, stress-free, and full of good laughs. That's the Janae way. Call or text Janae Kalarko with eXp Realty today. And don't forget to follow her on TikTok and Instagram for tips and real estate updates. Janae Kalarko, eXp Realty, your hometown realtor who works hard and makes it fun.
We've all been there, faced with a physical setback. Whether you've suffered a sports injury that takes you out of the game, or your aches and pains are keeping you from doing what you love, we all want the same thing, to get your life back. Thankfully, you can trust the region's only nationally ranked orthopedic team to help get you there. At Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, we turn setbacks into comebacks, one movement at a time. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Comebacks begin here.
Ready to tackle your financial goals? First Keystone Community Bank invites you to play smart with your savings. Lock in a 182-day CD at 4.25% annual percentage yield to enjoy the winning combination of security, high interest, and short-term convenience. Go for the goal with a First Keystone Community Bank CD. For more information, visit fkc.bank. Minimum balance to earn annual percentage yield is $5,000. Terms apply. Member FDIC.
Red's Roofing, the roofing ninjas of Berwick. The roofing experts for all of our listening area. With over 30 years experience and great rates, why go anywhere else when Red's Roofing will get the job done right for your roofing, decks, and siding. Specializing in metal roofs, rubber roofs, and shingles. Most of the work is done in one day. Red's Roofing, the roofing ninjas. Now located in Dushore and also serving Bradford and Sullivan counties with owner Harry Titus, a supporter of the Berwick football team and St. Jude Children's Hospital. Call 570-752-4351.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What?
Huh? I'm so over this."
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Visit your Berwick State Farm agents, Sean Black at insureberwick.com and Lori Powell at loripowell.net.
Are your appliances feeling a little bit outdated? You're looking for the best deals in town? Well, look no further than Flick Brothers Electric, your go-to family-owned appliance paradise. Flick Brothers Electric has all the top-notch name-brand appliances you could ever dream of. Washers, dryers, refrigerators, dishwashers, microwaves, stoves. They even give free estimates on Fujitsu ductless air conditioner heat pump units. Flick Brothers Electric on Maple Lane, keeping Bloomsburg cool, clean, and cooking for over 65 years. Call them at 570-784-3444.
1, 2, 3. Now it's time for the Berwick Bulldogs halftime show on 102, 104, and 107. The GOAT.
Jim Doyle, Andy Ligney, Chris Algard from Crispin Field in Berwick. This is a District 2 3A semifinal. Berwick leading Hanover area 22-3. And our special guest at halftime is the man who, until there were 3 seconds remaining in the first quarter, was the record holder for rushing yardage in a season at Berwick. He is Brant Quick, set it in a fabulous 2004 season. Your first time seeing Ty Wilkerson?
First time. He is fast.
Isn't he? Well, you look in great shape, Brant.
Yeah.
Look like you could play now, could you?
I play pickleball now.
Oh.
I'm a pickleballer. Out,
good adjustment.
Out in Maui. Well, I moved back now, but yeah, that's my sport.
Yeah, so you spent how long in Hawaii?
10 years.
Wow.
10 years, yep.
And what got you there in the first place?
You know, my music career took me there. So I decided to stay for 10 years, and my 2 daughters in the other room wanted to move back.
Oh,
they wanted to live close to Grandma. So.
You know, I was walking along the river path in Bloomsburg today, and it was bitter cold, the wind blowing leaves in my face. I'm thinking, Brant Quick moved back from Hawaii?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love it. I love it back home. I still try. I'm going out there a couple times this next month to do some gigs.
So tell us about your music career.
I've been doing it for 20 years. Basically, since I graduated, I moved down to Ocean City, Maryland during the summertime, and I learned that I could just take my guitar out, put a tip jar out, and sing songs, take requests, and make a living off of it.
Well, you must be very good at it to make a living at it and under those circumstances. How would you describe your genre? Covers, original songs, or mix of two?
Mix of the both. So I have a lot of original songs. I actually played at the Forge right across the street last night. I played, quarter of the time I usually play original songs, and then I take requests. So everything from, country western to rock and roll to rap, reggae, island music, anything you like. You request it, I'll sing it.
Well, this is a great trip down memory lane for me. Going back to that 2004 season, the thing that gets lost with Berwick's 6 state championship wins was how close they've come other years. That year was one of those, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. I remember the last game. I ran the ball, and I got knocked so hard in the head. I feel like I just woke up, and I started walking towards the other cheerleaders. The wrong team. Yeah. So, but we, back then they didn't have the old concussion protocol.
So that was Mannheim Central in the state semifinals at Shamokin.
Yep, at Shamokin, yep. That was a cold one.
Ah. Mm-hmm. And the only loss Berwick suffered other than that 3-point loss in that game was at Bishop McDevitt early in the season with Sean McCoy. Terrific game, that one.
That was a good one, yeah.
And while you were known for your running, didn't you throw a touchdown pass in that game?
Yep, threw it to Christian Force. He pitched it to me around the right, and I pretended to run. And then he ran down the left sideline. I threw him a laser. 6 points, yeah.
And was that the tying score at the time?
I think that put us ahead, actually. I think it put us ahead by 1 or 2. And then those guys drove down. And I also blocked field goals, too. And I was about this close, about 2 inches from blocking that field goal. I got on my knees and cried, man.
Well, you played for the legendary George Curry, and of course it's his grandson, C.J. Curry, that is the coach of this great season for Berwick. What was it like to play for George Curry?
Oh, he was a legend. I mean, anything he said was gold, man. He gave us so much life advice, and that's how I still use the advice he gave me now. God, family, and football, man.
I remember George Curry talking about you, and of course I saw you Friday nights, but he saw you every day. And he talked about how overly competitive you are. No matter what drill Berwick ran in practice, you wanted to win. Where did that come from?
He used to come in. My parents used to run the Uptown Diner back in, I was a little kid. And I feel like he was recruiting me since I was a little kid. So I just watched how he was, with all the other guys and just said, keep working hard. You'll get the ball. So just try your hardest.
Of all the running backs that I've covered for Berwick over the years, and it's debatable who's the best. You can go on just yardage, you can go with the eye test, but I never covered a running back who got from his stance to the line of scrimmage any quicker than Brant Quick. Where'd that come from?
I was smaller than most of the guys, so I just didn't want to get killed. I would try to find any space and just try to squeeze between it or jump over the guy.
What did you weigh during those years?
About 175. But Coach Curry said I weighed about 190. I was 6'1". Nah.
He's trying to get you in the big time.
He tried, yeah. Yep. Look, all the highlight tapes back then were on the VHS tape. So they couldn't tell how big I really was. So then they came to recruit me. They're like, oh.
So how do you feel about someone breaking your record? And by the way, Ty had 3 first-half touchdowns. That gives him 37, so he's one behind your season record of 38. What does that
It felt awesome. Honestly, I waited till he scored that first that long run, and I got to meet him. I shook his hand and said, congratulations, kid.
That's tremendous. That's tremendous. He's a great talent, and so were you. And, Brent, it is great to see you. Glad to have you in the area. I don't know why you're coming back from Hawaii, but I appreciate your being here.
Thank you so much.
Brant Quick, outstanding running back for the Bulldogs, set his records in the 2004 season when Berwick came within a couple of points of making it to the state final. Here in the district semifinal, Berwick leads Hanover at the break 22-3. Stats with Andy Ulickney, scores with Chris Algard. When we return, you're listening to Bulldogs football on Goat Rocks, PA.
Hey guys, this is Ray, Chad, and Pat from Blaze Alexander GMC of Greater Hazelton. It is October. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. What are we going to do?
We're going to sell all new in-stock inventory, $1,000 under invoice. That's the breast news I've heard in a long time.
We're going to give a $100 donation to the Breast Cancer Awareness for every vehicle sold this month in October.
That's amazing.
That's awesome. So do your part. Remember, come to Blaze Alexander Greater Hazelton. We're not just a great car dealership. We go for great causes.
$100 donation for every vehicle sold, $1,000 under invoice.
And don't forget, we have the lowest price guarantee.
We'll give you $1,000.
The Mayo Funeral Homes, located at 110 Chestnut Street in Berwick and 77 Main Street in Chickashinny, are proud sponsors of Berwick Bulldog football. The Mayo Funeral Homes, serving all faiths, makes it easier for those you love with pre-arranged funeral counseling, insurance, and pre-financed funerals. Mayo Funeral Homes also offers expert guidance in both traditional and cremation services. Mayo Funeral Homes, perfection in every detail.
It won't be long before tax time rolls around, so remember to visit Michael Daddio CPA at ND Accounting and Consulting for your income tax needs. ND Accounting and Consulting handles both business and individual taxes, as well as offering a variety of accounting services, including payroll, auditing, and bookkeeping. For tax and accounting services, look for Michael Daddio CPA at ND Accounting and Consulting with 2 locations, 214 Pine Street in Berwick and 5929 Main Road in Sweet Valley.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Visit your Berwick State Farm agents, Sean Black at InsureBerwick.com and Lori Powell at LoriPowell.net.
WLYC AM Williamsport, WHLM AM, WCFT HD3 Bloomsburg. 102, 104, and 107. The GOAT, a Seven Mountains Media radio station.
Halftime from Crispin Field in this District 2 3A semifinal. Berwick leading Hanover area 22-3. First half scoring 3 touchdown runs by Ty Wilkerson and a 2-point conversion. He sets the single-season rushing record with one of those touchdown runs. Caleb Yost with his 45th extra point in succession, setting a record-setting first half for the Bulldogs, who lead at 22-3. Stats for that opening half, Andy Ligney.
Stats are rather dominant, Jim. 217 yards for Berwick in total offense. They've held Hanover area Hawkeyes to 51 yards. Neither team passing much. Berwick not passing at all. 0 for 0 for Brady Cleaver, no yards. 6 of 11 passes, 1 interception, and just 13 yards for the Hanover Hawkeyes and Logan Richardson. I'd start with Hawkeyes. They have 38 yards on the ground on 18 rushes. It's hard to say how impressive Dwayne Downey is as a running back, but when you watch the game, he is impressive. Berwick held him to 30 yards on 14 carries, but 14 very hard-earned carries for Dwayne Downey. Freshman brother Dowin Downey, 6 yards on 3 carries, and then the quarterback Logan Richardson on a quarterback sneak, 2 yards and a first down. Tally them up, 38 yards on 18 rushes. We mentioned 6 of 11 passing, 1 interception, a triple tip before it was caught by Brock Sims, 13 yards in the air. When you're looking at 6 completions and 13 yards, that's barely 2 yards a catch. Connor Richardson, brother of the quarterback, has a 7-yard catch. Deacon Eisenbach, leading receiver on the team's caught 1 for 3. Angel Tejada caught a 6-yarder over the middle. And it seems some of the game plan is to throw it sideways to Dwayne Downey, try to get him on the perimeter. The running back, who has 30 yards rushing, has 3 catches, but just 3 yards. A catch of 0 at the line of scrimmage, a 5-yarder, and -2 as he's caught in the backfield. 13 in the air, 38 on the ground, a total of 51 yards on 29 plays. I feel the 29 plays are significant because compared to Berwick's 14 plays, you're playing some keep away and at least keeping Berwick's offense off the field by doing that. For Berwick, we mentioned the passing. No passes attempted, so Brady Cleaver's, perfect or nothing. 0 for 0 yards. In the running game, Brady Cleaver has 2 carries for 18. Caleb May had a very long run, but a holding penalty called it back, and we'll call it 6 net yards gained. Berwick had a bad snap and the fumble recovered by Hanover. They lost 6 on that, so those two kind of wash each other out. And then the rest goes to Tymir Wilkerson. I have him at this point with 10 carries, 199 yards at half. Jim, you've been talking about the records, and they've been hard-earned. What impresses you more? Is it the determination and the power running, or is it the speed once he gets through everything? Whatever it is, he's one impressive running back. Ty Wilkerson, 10 carries, 199 yards here at halftime.
Yeah, and what's really amazing is that number is just another game for Ty Wilkerson. We've seen so many. I mean, 100 yards is considered the barometer for a running back in a game. 200 is outstanding. 300 is off the charts, and it's almost always 300.
Yeah, we've seen him at 300. He's averaging 241 a game, and again, in many of these games, he's coming out at halftime where, it's not running it up numbers like some coaches and some teams do. They want to make their players look more impressive. Hey, just watch the type of Tymir Wilkerson. You'll see impressive in the runs.
At the half, Berwick 22, Hanover area 3. It's the kickoff to the high school football postseason with the district playoffs. For an update on those games, Chris Howgard.
Yeah, Jim, we'll start with District 2 3A, the semifinal game. Scranton Prep currently leads Wyoming area 28-0 at the half. The winner of that game will come here to Crispin Field next week. Taking a look at District 2 4A semifinals, Valley View with a 12-0 lead over Dallas. That game in the second quarter. And North Pocono, a 21-0 lead over Crestwood. That game at the half. District 2 5A semifinals, Pittston area a 6-0 lead over Delaware Valley. That game at the half. Take a look at District 2 4 Class 6A sub-regional semifinals. Wilkes-Barre area with a 7-0 lead over Hazleton area. That game in the second quarter. And Williamsport with a 22-0 lead over Scranton at the half. District 2 2A semifinals, Lakeland with a 49-0 lead over Holy Redeemer. That game at halftime. Dunmore leading Riverside 14-0 at the half as well. District 2 and 11 Class Single A sub-regional semifinal. Lackawanna Trail with a 43-0 lead over Nativity. That game just underway in the third quarter. District 4 Class Single A semifinal. Montgomery has themselves a 13-0 lead over Muncie in the third quarter. District 4 2A, quarterfinals. Southern Columbia, a 41-6 lead over Cowanesque Valley. That game at the half. Bloomsburg with a 21-7 lead over Loyalsock. That game at halftime. Warrior Run, a 14-0 lead over South Williamsport. That game at the half as well. And Troy has themselves a 28-8 lead in the third quarter over Wellsboro. District 4 3A semifinals. Mifflinburg, a 37-14 lead over Danville in the second quarter. Montoursville has themselves a 14-7 lead over Mount Carmel at the half. And finally, District 4 4A semifinals. Shamokin leading Shikellamy 14-0 at the half. And Jersey Shore, a big 50-0 lead over Athens at the half.
That's quite an opening night in high school football's second season, the district playoffs. Well, we know how good Wyoming area is, and that is really an impressive first half for Scranton Prep. But still a whole half to go there, a whole half to go here with Berwick leading Hanover area 22-3. Hanover area will kick off, and Berwick will be moving from our right to our left as we start things in this second half. Bulldogs started slow in this one. Early turnover led to a 3-0 Hanover area lead, and then 22 unanswered by the Bulldogs, and a typically spectacular first half for running back Ty Wilkerson.
And he'll give a lot of credit to his offensive line, Jim, to his blocking backs. They have a size advantage over this team. They're just big and strong. J.J. Leonard, 265. Draven Geiger, 275. Matt Gordner, 275. Mike Perry, the little guy at right tackle, but he scores out perfectly in many of the film reviews. 5'10", 225. When Lonzinski's in, he goes 280, adds the size. He's out this game. Henry Snyder's been playing wonderful football, a 230-pounder, doing the blocking up front. And then along with the way C.J. Curry employs the power backs, you're seeing Brock Sims, you're seeing Gabe Decker, you're really seeing Everett Snyder leading the way as well. And then put the best running back in the state, in my mind, behind them. And it's a really tough program to stop.
Ready to go with the second half. Chance Hall will kick off. Berwick moving from our right to our left into the wind. It's an onside kick attempt, and Berwick is able to get it at the 46-yard line. Good attempt by Chance Hall, but it was Jameer Ramos, a senior, who made the nice play on it. And then he took a big hit, but he hung on. And Berwick will have it in good field position to start this second half.
You got to dribble that ball and hope to get funky bounces, almost knuckleballing it. And they did that toward Jameer Ramos. It has to go the 10 yards. He waited for it, caught it at 12, and then went down immediately while taking the shot, but holding on to the football.
So the Bulldogs have not punted this game. They turned it over, and then they scored on 3 consecutive possessions. They have that lead at 22-3 as they move from our right to our left at their 45-yard line. Tymere Wilkerson is the running back. On one wing, they have Ashton Smith to the right. Fullback ahead of Wilkerson. I formation, Cleaver under center. Hanover area jumped across. We'll see if Berwick induced it.
I don't think so. I think they're just trying to get that head start. They're coming out pumped up like, hey, we have one half of football left in us. Even if we don't win this, we want to go out playing hard. The onside kick certainly shows the attitude of their coach. And here the offsides even does show the aggressiveness of their defensive players.
1st and 5, Bulldogs from midfield. Cleaver under center. Fakes the toss sweep, inside handoff to Ashton Smith, running hard. He has the first down to the Hanover area 42-yard line.
He was set out on the wing, as you mentioned earlier, Jim, a little wingback counter action. Everett Snyder with a kick-out block near the point of attack, and Ashton Smith loves to run. His 19th carry of the season.
8 yards on that one, and Berwick has a first down at the Hanover area 42-yard line. We're just underway in the third quarter. Bulldogs trying to advance to a district final. Ashton Smith now wide to the right side as the handoff goes to Caleb May in his running room. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and he's in for a touchdown. 42 yards for Caleb May.
Beautiful run. Jimmy's known for his speed. He had a 60-some yarder called back on a holding call going in the other direction in the first half. This time he's not going to have this 42-yarder called back as he goes from right to left and on into the end zone using that stellar speed.
Caleb May was averaging 18.7 yards a carry before that one. So his numbers have gotten better. Now the extra point attempt coming from Caleb Yost. And he hasn't blocked. So his long streak comes to an end. Timeout in the field, 11:17 to go in the third. Berwick, 28, Hanover area 3. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Goat Rocks, PA.
Do you suffer from tired, achy, heavy legs? Are you looking to elevate your performance and style? Discover the perfect fusion of fashion and function at the Compression Shop of Berwick. If you're looking for medical or athletic compression wear, if you're looking to power through your workday, or you're looking to recover post-workout, the Compression Shop has personalized consultations and most of the products are try before you buy. All military get 10% off every day. The Compression Shop Berwick, West Front Street. Check out their Facebook page.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
Berwick has scored on every possession since they gave away a fumble on their first possession of the game. They now lead 28-3 with 11:17 to go in the third quarter. Caleb Yost kicking off following his extra point attempt that was blocked, ending a streak of 46 consecutive made extra points.
Well, they timed it right when he finally got one block, better than the first one of the game. Would have lost his record.
Yost's kick is very, very high and deep and will go into the end zone. Again, Andy, that extra point kicking, and obviously the record goes to Caleb Yost, and he deserves it. Terrific sophomore kicker, but that's a three-man operation.
Yes.
With the snapper, the holder, and, of course, the offensive line has to hold up, which they didn't on that last one, but did for most of the season.
It did for most of the season, as you're right, Jim. Any one part of it goes wrong, and you're not making the PAT, and depending on how you're ruling it, sometimes the kicker doesn't get a chance to even kick it. The holder may take it and sprint around, so there have been some points that didn't happen, but that's the first missed one there.
First possession of the second half for Hanover area. Dwayne Downey gets the call up the middle, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all.
J.J. Leonard, Jim, just wrapping him up. He gets an arm on you. You're not getting away from it. And then he just finishes it by bringing the rest of the body and wrapping it up. So Dwayne Downey, no gain on that attempt.
2nd and 10, Hawkeyes. First possession of the second half for them. They move from our left to our right. They're going into the wind in this third quarter as they have Deacon Eisenbach, an excellent wide receiver, out to the right. Caleb May, excellent defender there with him. Back to throw. They're looking for Eisenbach, but it comes up short, and it's caught at the 33-yard line. Looked like it was intended for Eisenbach, but into the wind, came up short, and Aiden Safry, the tight end, came up with it.
Yeah, Brock Sims eventually pulling him down, but that one was put up there. Sails on out to Safry, who makes the catch and moves the chains.
13 yards on the reception by the Hawkeyes tight end. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. As Logan Richardson went to the sideline, talked to the head coach, his father, Eric, comes on and will be under center with an I formation behind him and a wide receiver to either side. First down call. It goes to Brody Richardson, the fullback. Up the middle has a little bit of running room. Brock Sims brings him down, but not before he picks up 5. Good first down carry.
Yeah, quick hitter caught Berwick by surprise. They're keying through to Dwayne Downey, who's had almost all the carries, 20 in this game. Brody Richardson had barely 20 on the season. So when you hit that fullback on that quick hitter, sometime you catch people by surprise. That'll gain 6.
Second down call coming. The ball at the 38-yard line in Hawkeyes territory. Connor Richardson wide to the right. Wide receiver left. I formation. Logan Richardson back to throw. Fires a quick out to the far side. Has his man and a loss in the play. The completion, but a loss back to the 35-yard line.
Loss on the play.
That blonde-haired kid, Jim, trying to catch the number on the jersey.
Eisenbach with the catch to the 35. Tymer Wilkerson came up from the secondary, made the play for a loss of 3, which will bring up 3rd down and 8.
They're throwing a lot of sideways passes or passes out there to the people flanked out wide, hoping they can catch it and run. Now, the wind probably has something to do with that, or they feel that they can catch Berwick with that type of play. Berwick very aware there.
Here's the 3rd down and 8. Brody Richardson's the lone running back. There's a slot to either side. Logan Richardson back to throw. Flags and whistles will blow dead.
Not sure what we got. 5 yards against Hanover area, it looks like.
Substitution issue on the part of the Hawkeyes.
They'll blow it dead, so he came in, but they didn't really participate in the play. It'd be a 5-yard penalty rather than the 15.
It'll bring up 3rd down and 13 for Hanover area back at their 30-yard line. Clock running, 8:10 to go in this 3rd quarter. Berwick in control, leading 28-3. Slot to the left, slot to the right. Back to throw. Pass is picked up by Alex Estrella. Return to the 30. They try to strip him of the football. Did they get it back as the ball is at about the 28-yard line? No, he hangs on. 2nd interception of the game for the Bulldogs.
Gabe Decker was playing an outside linebacker, backed off, and as the ball's ready to be snapped, he came up and then went unimpeded to the quarterback, which hurried the throw. The throw was going over toward the left, down the middle, but on the left side of the hash. Estrella, seeing the quarterback, read his eyes, read his step, stepped in front, made the great interception.
1st and 10, Berwick at the Hanover area 26. 7:55 to go in the 3rd. Bulldogs with an opportunity to add to a 28-3 lead.
7:55 remains.
Skylar Neville will line up as a wide receiver to the left as Berwick comes to the line of scrimmage. Ty Wilkerson, the lone running back. Brock Sims is in there as a blocking back. He and Everett Snyder are to the right. Let's see if they go that way with Wilkerson. Cleaver under center. 1st down call from the 26. Gives it. They go to the other direction and then up the middle, and Ty Wilkerson has a good 1st down carry to the 20-yard line before Brody Richardson can make the stop.
They have the 2 setbacks on the right side. You mentioned they didn't go that way, but the 2 setbacks pull to the left. Berwick's version of the counter tray, instead of using offensive linemen, you use the power backs to pull and create the seam. Got 5 yards for Tyler Wilkerson.
They make it, put it at the 21, 2nd down and 5, Berwick. And now Wilkerson will line up in a slot to the right. Ashton Smith outside of him. Now Wilkerson comes all the way around to the left as a wide receiver. Ashton Smith comes in motion. Lots of moving parts and too many. This is not Canadian football, so a call against the Bulldogs.
Might have been a new play they put in during the week. For some reason, they didn't have the formation down. Wilkerson on the right when he should have been on the left. Then they wanted to bring one man in motion. They still wanted to shift Ashton Smith. And before the snap comes, way too many people moving.
So the penalty will make it 2nd and 10. Bulldogs at the Hawkeyes 26-yard line. Just under 7 minutes remaining in this 3rd quarter. Again, Everett Snyder and Brock Sims are blocking backs to the right. Fake to Wilkerson, keeping it as Cleaver, getting outside right. He's at the 15. He runs over a tackler. He gets down to about the 2-yard line. Brady Cleaver is not a big guy. He's listed at 170, but he put the shoulder into a defender and got 3 or 4 extra yards.
You know the play we mentioned, we called it a counter tray with the power backs. They did basically the same thing, but they used Ty Wilkerson as a diversion. He's in motion. He's out of the way. They just run that same type of counter tray action with the power backs on the right, coming to the left, and they're blocking for the quarterback, who made a wonderful run and really finished it strong.
22 yards on the carry by Brady Cleaver, who's under center as Berwick has it at the 4-yard line. He fakes handoff. He keeps the football. He turns the corner, and he is knocked out of bounds at about the 3-yard line.
Angel Tejeda coming up to put the chop on him to keep him short.
Brought down by number 25, Angel.
So It is at the 4-yard line. No gain. Second down and goal, Bulldogs.
And how many touchdowns does Ty Wilkerson have, Jim? And he needs one more to break the record or tie the record of Brant Quick?
He will tie the record with one more. He's got 37 on the season.
Keep an eye on him.
He's deep in the backfield from the 4-yard line. He gets the call off the right side. Big hole, and he gets in standing up for the touchdown. Ty Wilkerson, his 38th touchdown rushing of the season, and he has tied Brant Quick's record set back in 2004.
Yeah, power run. Yeah, they tried a few different ways, used a little bit of variety, showed different people. But when it comes down to it, push comes to shove, and you must get those points. Go to the main man. Go to the Tymir Wilkerson and his 4th touchdown.
Caleb Yost will attempt the extra point. Had the last one blocked. Long count, snap a little bit high. Ashton Smith does a good job getting it down, and the kick is through. Timeout on the field. 6:10 to go, third quarter. Berwick 35. Hanover area 3. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Goat Rocks, PA.
It won't be long before tax time rolls around, so remember to visit Michael Daddio CPA at ND Accounting and Consulting for your income tax needs. ND Accounting and Consulting handles both business and individual taxes, as well as offering a variety of accounting services, including payroll, auditing, and bookkeeping. For tax and accounting services, look for Michael Daddio CPA at ND Accounting and Consulting with 2 locations, 214 Pine Street in Berwick and 5929 Main Road in Sweet Valley.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The Goat.
A record-setting night for Ty Wilkerson in the first quarter. His 50-yard run broke the record for single-season rushing yards in Berwick high school football history. And moments ago, a touchdown run, his 4th of the game, gives him 38 on the season. That ties Brant Quick for the school record. Brant doing all his damage in the 2004 season. It's the kick by Yost. Goes through the hands of Darwin Downey into the end zone for the touchback. And the Hawkeyes will take over at their 20-yard line. Last time they had it, Alex Estrella with interception, 1 of 2 on the night for the Bulldogs, leading to that touchdown run by Ty Wilkerson. So the market at the 20-yard line. Again, in the other semifinal, last we heard, it was all Scranton Prep leading Wyoming area 28-0 at the half. So in all likelihood, it will be a Berwick Scranton Prep district final.
Trick play.
It is. We got 8 players over here beyond the right hash. Just the center, the quarterback. He throws. The pass is tipped at the line of scrimmage, incomplete.
It's either Gabe Decker or Everett Snyder got it. Again, no one blocking either of them. There's just a center who's snapping, and everyone else is off to the right. One receiver off to the left. Quarterback was going to take the shotgun snap, throw to the isolated receiver on the left, and hope that he could break a tackle and take it all the way. But Berwick, with a pass rush of 2 people, managed to get a tip on it.
An update from Wyoming area. It's not getting any better for the Warriors. The Scranton Prep leads that one 35-0. Here it's 35-3. 6:08 to go in the third. 2nd and 10. Hanover area at their own 20. 3 receivers to the right. 1, Darwin Downey comes in motion. A toss to him. The ball is loose on the ground, and they're ruling it as an incomplete pass.
It was going to be pushed forward by the quarterback. But, boy, it looks like a fumble. But you can see that Dwayne Downey, who was supposed to receive that 1-foot forward pass, was very aware of the rules. Hey, as long as it's in the air and being pushed my way, it's a forward pass, because he made no attempt to try to recover it. I'm getting very excited as Berwick's near it and seeing who's going to recover that fumble, but forgot the rules. Dwayne Downey didn't.
Actually, it was his brother, the 9th grader, Darwin Downey.
Yeah, their names are close enough. Darwin and Dwayne.
3rd down and 10. Hawkeyes from their 20-yard line. I formation, slot to the right side. Richardson back to throw. Gabe Decker wraps him up for a sack. Gabe Decker coming strong. His 7th sack of the season.
You know, he's often walked off as a defensive end. He's not at the line of scrimmage playing that stand-up. He looks like a linebacker. And then sometime by design, he's going to be able to blitz, come on in, and no one's picking him up when that split end is out there. So he had a straight shot at the quarterback, got to him quickly, and knocked him for the loss.
4th down and 13 for Hanover area back at their 17-yard line. An unenviable position on a night where that wind continues to howl, and they'll be kicking into the wind.
If they kick, we've seen them have some strange decisions in punting downs. They're going to take a delay of game.
Logan Richardson over at the sideline as they call a timeout. 5:09 to go in the third. 35-3 Bulldogs. You're listening to Berwick Football on Goat Rocks, PA.
Reds Roofing, the roofing ninjas of Berwick, the roofing experts for all of our listening area. With over 30 years experience and great rates, why go anywhere else when Reds Roofing will get the job done right for your roofing, decks, and siding, specializing in metal roofs, rubber roofs, and shingles. Most of the work is done in one day. Reds Roofing, the roofing ninjas, now located in Dushore and also serving Bradford and Sullivan counties with owner Harry Titus, a supporter of the Berwick football team and St. Jude Children's Hospital. Call 570-752-4351.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 to go.
5:09 to go third quarter in this District 2 3A semifinal. Berwick dominating Hanover area to the tune of 35-3. Timeout called by the Hawkeyes as they face a 4th down and 13 at their own 17-yard line. And it looks like they will bring on the punter, Chance Hall.
And that wind is still gusting pretty strong into his face and coming a little bit toward the Berwick sideline here.
His only punt so far was just 15 yards as he's standing back around the 4. Then he comes up, says something to the blocker in front of him, and a flag down the play.
Might have counted 12 people, Jim.
Yeah, a man was going off, so they came out of the huddle with 12.
These 7-man crew don't miss anything, Jim. Add a back judge, and no penalties are going to slide by.
So back to the 12-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 18. Hall now will be back at the goal line. Connor Richardson does the long snapping. It's a good snap. And it's going to be a pass? No, it's a kick. High in the air, very, very short into that wind. And will roll down at the 33-yard line. The reason I said a pass is that Hall cocked his arm as if to throw it. So he had a 15-yard punt earlier, 16 on that one, but he's forgiven because that wind is something else tonight.
It is something else, and yet, you know, you got to try it. I don't know if you can go with a play from scrimmage with that down and distance and that field position. Give him the opportunity. Put a little scare in me when I saw him cock the arm, like they're going to fake it from here. I think Berwick's aware that they don't want to punt into the wind. But then after the delay, not really a rush coming on him, he took the punt.
So Berwick can put this game into the mercy rule mode with a score here. They have it at the Hawkeyes, 32-yard line. Out of the Wildcat. The keeper by Wilkerson. He's got running room, 20, 15, 10, 5, and he's in for the touchdown, and he's into the record books one more time as he has his 39th rushing touchdown of the season.
Beautiful little fake to a man in motion, and then from the Wildcat, he takes it up over the right side of the line. Great blocking. I don't know if anyone laid a hand on him. Don't think it would have been there even in one-hand touch, certainly not in two-hand touch. Certainly not in tackle football. At his 299 yards. What was the length of that one, Jim?
That was 32. As Caleb Yost will attempt the extra point. As this game will be in the mercy rule for the rest of it as the flag comes down.
Line judge sees someone over the football. I don't know if they broke a stance or just in the neutral zone. 5 yards or 1.5. Berwick looks like it's going to move itself back. Caleb Yost picking up the kicking tee and moving back 5 yards with it.
Yeah, you mentioned this crew doesn't miss anything. I kind of wish they would.
Yeah. Yeah, little nothing penalties.
So the hold will be at the 15-yard line. So 5 yards deeper for Caleb Yost out of the hold of Ashton Smith. Snap. Placement. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Timeout in the field. 4:54 to go in the third. Berwick 42. Hanover Area 3. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Goat Rocks, PA.
We've all been there, faced with a physical setback. Whether you've suffered a sports injury that takes you out of the game, or your aches and pains are keeping you from doing what you love, we all want the same thing, to get your life back. Thankfully, you can trust the region's only nationally ranked orthopedic team to help get you there. At Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, we turn setbacks into comebacks, one movement at a time. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Comebacks begin here.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
5 rushing touchdowns in the game for Ty Wilkerson. Gives him 39 for the season, breaking the single-season record for rushing touchdowns set by Brant Quick, who we talked to at halftime. Brant, back in that 2004 season, had 38. Caleb Yost will kick off. It's 42-3 Berwick, 4:54 to go in the third. And the rest of this game will be played in the mercy rule mode as that kick with the wind will sail to the 7-yard line, to Darwin Downey, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. And nice return by the freshman. Gets out to about the 33, maybe the 34-yard line.
Skylar Neville getting down on him, and a little pushing and shoving as they're working their way up. Downey boys don't like to go down, Jim. They like to break tackles, twist away, fight for extra yardage. Whether it's brother Dwayne, who's been doing most of the ball carrying, or younger brother, the freshman, Darwin Downey.
This lineup is loaded with freshmen and sophomores. This is going to be a team to be reckoned with in the next couple of seasons. But right now, they're facing a Berwick team that has it all going. 4:29, clock running in that mercy rule. 42-3 is the Berwick advantage.
5 sophomores in this offensive unit.
I formation, wide receiver to either side, toss sweep to the freshman. Darwin Downey, he's got running room over midfield. Brady Cleaver catches up with him and finally brings him down about the Berwick 32-yard line. But the 9th grader with a big run.
I said they have attitude. They like to go at it. Only Cleaver's superior speed. I didn't think anyone was going to catch Darwin Downey, as he looked like he shot out of there. But Cleaver has that excess speed about him as well, and had a little bit of an angle to stop him before he can go all the way.
31 yards on the carry by Darwin Downey. 1st and 10. Hawkeyes at the Berwick 34-yard line.
43-3 in the mercy rule. You don't lose the mercy rule, even if they'd score 30, 40 points, Jim.
I formation, Dwayne Downey now is the tailback. Quick out to Deacon Eisenbach, and he is brought down hard at the 38-yard line. Terrific play from a safety position by Alex Estrella.
Yeah, by design, it would be a running play. It was a backward pass, but I think everyone's going to score it as forward. Deacon Eisenbach, and then just flaring out. They're trying to get some speed on the outside with these little 5-yard flare passes, but Estrella, seeing it, came up quickly.
Personal foul against the Hawkeyes. It'll be a walk-off against them. Meanwhile, there was a Berwick player down about the 36. Looks like a cramping situation. We hope that is the case.
Trainer is with that leg straight on up, stretching that hamstring out. They're just moving the yard marker back now, and what's he going to lose? Oh, the penalty yardage.
Yeah.
How about the play itself, Jim? I thought it lost about 3.
And then 15 added on. Great play by Estrella. Doesn't get in a lot of action just because Berwick is so strong with those front 7 that the safeties don't get that many opportunities. Draven Geiger was the injured player, and he's okay, and he's coming off to the sideline. So it'll be back at the 47-yard line, Hanover area in their own territory. 42-0 now, Scranton Prep. I tell you what, they have to be something else. So you'll look at their record, and it was 5-5 during the regular season, but they had some key injuries earlier, and those games combined with some murderous teams on their schedule led to a very slow start, but they look ready to come here at Crispin Field and give the Bulldogs all they want next Friday night.
I'm sure it'll be the biggest challenge the Bulldogs face. Bulldogs haven't been challenged all that often this year. We'll see how the Bulldogs fare next week.
Second down and roughly a mile for Hanover area back at their 47-yard line, and another flag. Come on, refs, we want to go home.
James Miller. Again, too many players, Jim. They counted 12 in the offense. Someone better leave.
That can happen once. It shouldn't happen 3 times in a game, and it has.
Sometime with younger players, and sometime if you've suffered an injury. We know this team came in a little bit beat up. Maybe trying to do some substituting to get some different players, some action here in the end of this one. Inexcusable, but excusable for a young team.
Second and very, very long for Hanover back at their 42-yard line. Clock running, 2:35 to go in the third. As they send 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Logan Richardson out of the gun, has the snap, and he's back to throw. Here comes the rush. He just barely got it away. Pass is incomplete. Intended for at the 46-yard line for Connor Richardson.
Yeah, he had it momentarily, Jim, and I'm not sure which safety came up and put the shot on him and knocked the ball away. But it was nicely delivered by Logan Richardson down the middle on a post pattern to his brother Connor Richardson. Would have been about a 20, 25-yard gain if he held on.
Yeah, it was actually a linebacker was back there in secondary, Brock Sims, who made the big hits.
He's been deep in a lot. I'm wondering if they're running some man-to-man coverage and he has to take a man in trips and follow him downfield. It's the second or third time I've seen him back there like a safety, and I know he's not playing safety.
Third down and 33 for Hanover area. Logan Richardson back to throw, fires over the middle, has a man, but it is incomplete. The ball got there, and Ty Wilkerson got there at the same time. And DeWin Downey, very slow getting up. Big hit from the secondary. You know, we forget just how lethal Ty Wilkerson is as a defensive player.
Yeah, he's back there roaming as a free safety. Downey is coming on a pass pattern underneath that. Ball's on target. It's in the hands. It's clutched. But, boy, you're not going to take that shot coming in from Ty Wilkerson and hold on.
Fourth down and 33 for Berwick, for Hanover area. Logan Richardson to the sideline. His team has had punts of 15 and 16 yards, so they're not inclined to punt under any circumstance, even 4th and 33.
But approaching midfield, and they've been hitting 2 receivers on 25-yard passes who just had the ball knocked away.
Richardson back to throw, looking long downfield, has a man, Eisenbach. He is brought down, and have they converted on 4th and 33?
I believe they have. Yep, they've been throwing the post underneath, and the safety's been coming up and making the hit and breaking it away. I'm not sure if they put a little fade in there like they were going to post underneath and then took it deeper downfield, but Eisenbach, the leading receiver on this team, got behind the safeties. The ball floats up, being thrown into the wind, and gets there.
As the third quarter comes to an end with the score, Berwick 42, Hanover area 3. You're listening to Berwick Football on Goat Rocks, PA.
Is your home feeling a little too spacious now that the kids have headed off to college? You're surrounded by stuff that nobody uses anymore. Old furniture, boxes of toys, that treadmill that you wanted but never used. Maybe it's time you embrace this new chapter with J-Dog Junk Removal. Contact their friendly, veteran-owned lead team today at jdogjunkremoval.com. J-Dog Junk Removal, making space for new adventures. jdogjunkremoval.com.
Hello, friends and neighbors. I'm Taylor Farr, commercial lender here at Journey Bank. For more than 125 years, we've stood beside our neighbors, not just for today, but for what matters tomorrow. Whether you're exploring new opportunities or planning life's next big steps, our local team is here with honest advice, real conversations, and support you can trust. No pressure, just people who care. Stop in or call any of our 22 locations, and let's see how we can help. Journey Bank, invested in what matters most. Invested in you. Member FDIC.
Journey Bank. WLYC AM Williamsport, WHLM AM, WCFT HD3 Bloomsburg. 102, 104, and 107. The GOAT, a Seven Mountains Media radio station.
Berwick has the lead, 42-3 as we start the fourth quarter, but the last play of the third quarter was a memorable one. 4th and 33 for Hanover area. 38-yard completion for the first down. Logan Richardson to Deacon Eisenbach. And, Andy, I was thinking, boy, that's the most amazing conversion I've ever seen.
Second best.
But
Ronnie Paulus?
Yeah. Berwick was playing, I think, Coughlin. It was a 3rd and 51. And he completed a 70-yard pass, and the receiver didn't run with it. He went right in his hands and got hit there. It was amazing. But that last play of this quarter was pretty amazing in its own right.
It really was. C.J. Curry a little bit upset with his secondary for letting men get behind them. I think the safeties were feeling, hey, we like this short post stuff where we can come up and separate the man from the football. I think what they did is they put a little deke like it was going to be that and then faded on down beyond them. And coaches will tell you, never get beat deep, especially with that down and distance.
1st and 10 Hawkeyes at the Berwick 35. We're just underway in the fourth with Berwick leading 42-3. 3 receivers to the right. Richardson back to throw, and he's looking long to Eisenbach, and he makes the catch. Tremendous catch by Deacon Eisenbach. Out of bounds around the 3-yard line. Coverage couldn't have been better. A terrific throw and catch.
And with the side judge there and the 7-man crew, it's going to be true. He made the catch, needed 1 foot in bounds, and made a wonderful play.
So they're going to mark it at the 4. That's a pickup of 31 yards.
After a 38-yarder. Wow.
So Hanover area threatening from the 4-yard line. Again, a reminder, we're in the mercy rule, and as Andy explained earlier, it doesn't ever revert. So even if they get it under the 35-point deficit, doesn't matter. Brody Richardson is the lone running back. Brother Logan hands to Brody straight ahead. He'll get maybe a yard to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Yeah, I think the notion was we don't have our feature running back, Dwayne Downey, here. We just have a fullback. He'll be blocking. We've been passing. But they slide it to him. But Berwick, very aware, closes down quickly.
Boy, that previous play is as nice a pass play as you'll ever see. You won't see it any better on Sundays.
No, beautiful pass, dropping it in on the sideline. And the receiver able to catch it, tap a foot in, under duress with strong coverage on him.
2nd and goal, Hawkeyes from the Berwick 4. 3 receivers to the right. Rolling right is Logan Richardson. Fires as a man wide open. It's to one Downey for the touchdown, 4 yards out.
Broken coverage, Jim. Whoever was to have DeJuan Downey didn't stay with him. There was trips on the right. I'm not sure if he came out of the backfield, but whoever was to have number 1 did not. They brought the other receivers in toward the goalpost. He went out toward the pylon, and he was all by himself on that side of the end zone.
So a 65-yard scoring drive. Key play, of course, that 4th and long. Now Chance Hall will attempt the extra point. He has a field goal earlier. Snap, placement, kick is blocked. Kick is blocked.
Brady Cleaver was in first. Looked like he'd have the best opportunity to get it, and they'll give him the block.
10-13 remaining. Berwick 42, Hanover area 9. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Go Rocks, PA.
The Mayo Funeral Homes, located at 110 Chestnut Street in Berwick and 77 Main Street in Chickashinny, are proud sponsors of Berwick Bulldog football. The Mayo Funeral Homes, serving all faiths, makes it easier for those you love with pre-arranged funeral counseling, insurance, and pre-financed funerals. Mayo Funeral Homes also offers expert guidance in both traditional and cremation services. Mayo Funeral Homes, perfection in every detail.
This is Berwick football coach C.J. Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
7-play, 65-yard scoring drive by Hanover area. 4-yard touchdown pass from Logan Richardson to Dalwin Downey. And so 42-9, Berwick lead with 10-13 to go in this district semifinal.
Berwick aware of potential onside kick here. They have about 9 men up.
Or Hall will put it in the end zone with the wind at his back. Chance Hall approaches. Kick is very, very high. Caleb May will let it go 5 yards deep in the end zone. I think we've seen more touchbacks in this game than in any game this season. Of course, those are all kicks with the wind.
With the wind, and from both strong kickers, Jim. Both kids capable of kicking for college teams. Some may even be looking at scholarship opportunities.
Do we have a flag down on the far side, about the 44-yard line of Hanover area? Something on the field. Now they're waving it off.
Waving it off.
Yeah.
Might be a sideline warning on that far side. You get these 7-men crew, and some work the sideline and want to run up and down along with it. And if you bump into a player, you get annoyed. You shouldn't have to run into a player or a coach in that situation.
Yeah, actually, if you get bumped by a player and you're on the field as an official, that's a penalty. As Berwick takes over at their own 20-yard line with 10:07 to go, and the Bulldogs with that 42-9 lead.
Ty Wilkerson still there in the eye behind Everett Snyder.
Brady Cleaver under center from the I formation. Getting the call is Wilkerson. He will not get to the line of scrimmage. One of the few times that he does not gain yardage. Matthew Curry made the play.
They were trying to kick him out with a trap, and the Curry came across and just would not budge. There was another man in there, so two of them stopped the trapper, and then there was no hole for Ty Wilkerson to run through. He'll actually lose half a yard.
2nd down and 11. Berwick at their own 19-yard line as they move from our left to our right. In motion is Matt Gordner. He leads the way for Ty Wilkerson, who breaks into the open field at the 40, over midfield, down the far sideline, and finally dragged down at the Hanover area 25-yard line by Angel Tejada.
Matt Gordner in motion became the trapper, so he's being used as one of the power backs. We've seen them do some things like counter tray, trapping with those power backs. But Matt Gordner coming with the head of steam, takes on a defensive tackle, drills him out of the way, opens up the seam for Tymere Wilkerson. How much on that run, Jimmy? He had 240 prior to that.
Well, it was the 19, 31, 25, looks like 56.
56, let's give him 296. You mentioned that 300-yard mark where he's comfortable.
1st and 10, Berwick. Moving from our left to right in this fourth quarter. They have it at the Hanover area 25-yard line. And Berwick's going to have to use a timeout. They didn't have enough men on the field. 8:05 to go, 42-9. Bulldogs, you're listening to Berwick football on Go Rocks PA.
For over 50 years, you've trusted Overhead Door to provide the finest quality residential and commercial garage door products, installation, and service. With winter right around the corner, your garage doors need a tune-up. For only $99 for one or $125 for multiple doors, they'll check, lube, and adjust your garage doors and openers so they operate smoothly. Call for their seasonal tune-up special, Overhead Door of Berwick. They're more than just doors. See their 5-star rating on their Google business page or visit ohdberwick.com.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
Berwick with the football at the Hanover area 25-yard line. 8:04 to go in this one. Final arithmetic, the only thing in doubt as the Bulldogs lead this one 42-9. Scranton Prep all over Wyoming area. That game still going on in West Pittston. As Brady Cleaver fakes, handoff, keeps the football, 10-5, and in for the touchdown. Ty Wilkerson gets so much attention when the Berwick quarterback fakes that pitch to him. Things open up. They did here for a 25-yard run.
And give him 65 yards on the game. Again, the counter tray action. We see the power backs. They're not counter traying. They're not pulling down linemen. But power backs lined up behind them. Go from left to right, do the kick-out blocking, double down with the offensive line. Brady Cleaver has a huge seam on the right side in the B-gap.
Caleb Yost will attempt the extra point. High snap. Ashton Smith gets it down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Timeout in the field, 7:58 to go. As Berwick leads Hanover area 49-9. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Goat Rocks PA.
In case you haven't noticed, warm weather is back. Time for sunny days, family trips, and cool nights cruising with the windows down. Let MasterTech Auto Services of Berwick get your vehicle ready for the season. Whether you need a state inspection for your car, truck, or motorcycle, a general tune-up, or getting your AC in top shape, MasterTech Auto Services will do their best to get you in and out the same day, saving you money every step of the way. Schedule an appointment today at MasterTechAutoBerwick.com.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The GOAT.
7:58 remaining in this one. Berwick 49, Hanover area 9. Bulldogs offense keeps it rolling. They were averaging 45.2 points per game coming into this one. Last 3 games, 63, 56, and 53. And Ty Wilkerson, another spectacular game, but Brady Cleaver doing all right by himself.
Yes, he is. 65 yards on his 5 carries. Yet to throw a pass in this game, and I don't think he will.
Caleb Yost will kick it off because of the wind. It's held on the tee by Alex Estrella. As Yost points left, points right, hand up, approaches the ball. Kick is a low line drive, skitters along the turf, muffed momentarily, and the return, and Connor Roberts makes the tackle, the return out to the 39-yard line. Dwayne Downey on the return. So Hanover area will get it for perhaps the last time in their season with 7:46 to go.
Watching the kickoff team, you mentioned, there's Caleb Yost moving a man out of his way who's going to be standing where he wants to approach the football. He moved them to the other side of the football. And I know in the college game, you can only have so many people on each side of the football at any one time. And then I'm looking, how about the holder? You know, for a right-handed kicker, he's got to be on the right side. I just don't know if it's something they care about in high school football or if they just let it go.
From the 38, flea flicker. And Logan Richardson throws, and he has a completion. He handed it off to Dwayne Downey, who pitched it back to him, and he threw it to Deacon Eichenbach, who's having a big fourth quarter, and they pick up a first down in Berwick territory, and that was with the Berwick starters still in there.
Yeah, measure that one out. His last 2 catches were 38 yards and 31. This one's approaching that longer distance as well on the flea flicker.
Actually, just 16 as they mark it at the 46-yard line of the Bulldogs with 6:35 to go. Eichenbach wide to the left.
Well, Hanover area doesn't have to save any plays. Run everything in the playbook.
Sawyer Keller is in at a corner. The handoff and nothing doing. Right at the line of scrimmage.
Laying right through it. Connor Roberts still finishing off his push in there as he's trying to slow the running back down. He'll lose a yard on that.
Stay with us at the end of the game in our post-game show. Chris Algard will bring us updated on all the playoff games being played tonight. Loss of a yard to the 47, second down and 11.
In a lot of areas, Jim, they've started playoffs on Thursday. They play some tonight. They'll play some Saturday, and the reason they spread them out is lack of officials in many areas. They need to get the same guys back to play, back to work the next days.
Second and 11. Straight drop back for Logan Richardson. He's going long down the far side. Good coverage. Down there by Caleb May. Pass intended for Connor Richardson. So it'll be third down and 11. Hawkeyes at the Berwick 47.
And Berwick secondary backing up a little bit more of an umbrella, laying off these receivers, not going to get fooled by posts underneath them. If they have to, they'll come up and make the hits, but they're not going to let anyone get by them.
Berwick has made some substitutions. Jameer Ramos is in the front line. Blake Gensel is in the secondary along with Sawyer Keller. Here's a third down and 11. Toss, sweep, left side. Dwayne Downey looking for running room. He's hit, fumbles the football. Scramble is on, It looks like Ashton Smith has come up with it. So Berwick gets the turnover. They've had 3 interceptions in the game. Now they get the fumble recovery, and they can put this one on ice with 4:33 to go.
I'm impressed with Dwayne Downey, Jim, and he ran hard. He had about 6 yards into the run, but then the hit strips the ball away from him. It bounces toward Ashton Smith, and he's always in position to make a play. Yeah, tough runner in Dwayne Downey. But the hit there, able to jar the ball loose, and Berwick comes up with it.
Let's see what Berwick does with personnel for this last possession as we go under 4 minutes remaining in the game. It's the Bulldogs, who have not won district championship since 2014, will be in the final, and the game will be right here against Scranton Prep next Friday as Ashton Smith comes on to do the quarterback. JoJo Santiago is the tailback. Connor Roberts the fullback, and Connor gets the call and picks up about 3, maybe 4, close to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, probably the last we've seen of Tymir Wilkerson, Jim. I would have liked one more carry for get him 300 yards officially. I have him at 296 on 15 carries. Only 5 second-half carries in this game for Tymir Wilkerson. I don't want him to get 1 carry now at this time, but I would have liked to have seen him 1 carry or maybe in the first half, or extend the play by about 5 more yards and get that magic 300 number up there.
You look at those numbers, you realize it's just another night at the office.
Yeah.
As Ashton Smith under center, Hanover area jumps across.
Officials, I think, want to get this one going. They're hesitant to pull the hankies out, but eventually they do come. I think 3 people jumped on the hard count, and 1 or 2 may have even made contact. So a quick 5-yard mark off for Berwick.
5-yard penalty.
To the midfield mark. It'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Bulldogs with 2.5 minutes remaining.
I don't think C.J. Curry, wants those yards right now. He'd rather just stay with the vanilla offense, and I'm sure you'll see a play here somewhere in between the tackles.
Luca Grozier, a sophomore, 6'1", 220, is in at a right tackle position for the Bulldogs. As Ashton Smith looks at that play clock, uses as much as he can, gives it to Connor Roberts again, and Connor looking for the first down yardage and appears to have it.
Yeah, I think so.
First down run.
On the season, I wrote over his numbers. I think I had 13 for 90 yards. That'd be a second carry of this game, and we have a stoppage.
Has to be a timeout called. Eric Richardson may be emptying his bench and wants to get things organized on the far side. So we'll keep it here. We can tell you that it will be Scranton Prep at Berwick. The Cavaliers of Scranton Prep have won 4 consecutive District 2 3A titles. They'll be going for number 5, and that is the final now. 42-0 Scranton Prep over Wyoming area.
And as impressive as Berwick's been all year, Jim, the points they score, the rushes that Ty Wilkerson puts up, the schedule hasn't been that challenging. There's been 1 or 2 challenges along the way, but they really haven't had to extend themselves into 4 quarters of a football game. Scranton Prep certainly has. They've played a very challenging schedule. So it's going to be a very interesting matchup next week, probably Friday night.
Just a couple of snaps left for the Bulldogs as they have a first down at the Hanover area 47-yard line. Santiago gets the call, and he is brought down for a loss of the play. Big Matt Curry makes the play for Hanover area.
Yeah, JoJo Santiago got bear hugged and then tossed on back. Am I looking at a loss of 9 yards? I think I am. 7?
Back to the Berwick 46-yard line. Probably one more snap for the Bulldogs to make this one official.
116 and counting down as that goalpost often blocks one of the digits.
Yeah, I've gotten burned that on more than one occasion. The Bulldogs will come to the line of scrimmage in the victory formation as Ashton Smith takes a knee. Under a minute remaining. It's been an amazing turnaround for Berwick. They went 4-7 a year ago. unbeaten regular season, and now advancing to the district final, and they'll do so with an 11-0 record with a convincing win here tonight. Didn't start quickly. They lost a fumble early. Hanover area had the 3-0 lead. It's been all Bulldogs ever since. There's the snap. Players will head toward the center of the field. This one is official. Berwick 49, Hanover area 9. We'll be back with a post-game show. You're listening to Berwick Football on Goat Rocks, PA.
When the weather turns cold, you need reliability to keep your home and family warm. Chapin Oil in Nescapac has been the local choice for reliable home heating oil delivery and maintaining the tried and true service you've come to know only at Chapin Oil. Stay warm, stay local, and stay with the name you can trust. Chapin Oil, Nescapac. Call today to set up your delivery. Chapin Oil proudly supports the Berwick Bulldogs.
Looking for convenient and reliable waste disposal? If you need residential, curbside pickup, or dumpster rentals, EcoFirst Logistics full-service trash service has you covered from Bloomsburg to Hazleton and surrounding areas. They're designed to make waste disposal easy, hassle-free, and eco-friendly, ensuring what can be saved is sorted out. EcoFirst Logistics also offers roll-off dumpsters for all your construction, demolition, and junk hauling needs. Visit them online or call EcoFirst Logistics, a proud supporter of the Berwick Bulldogs.
Do you suffer from tired, achy, heavy legs? Are you looking to elevate your performance and style? Discover the perfect fusion of fashion and function at the Compression Shop of Berwick. If you're looking for medical or athletic compression wear, if you're looking to power through your workday, or you're looking to recover post-workout, the Compression Shop has personalized consultations, and most of the products are try before you buy. All military get 10% off every day. The Compression Shop Berwick, West Front Street. Check out their Facebook page.
Got that Berwick Bulldog spirit? Go to Papa Lou's Place on Vine Street, 2 blocks from Crispin Field, where the Berwick Bulldogs games are on. And there's live music on the patio after each home game, with drink specials every Friday. And try their famous smash burgers, homemade pierogies, and broadster wings with a variety of homemade sauces. Nobody does Berwick High School football like Papa Lou's Place, where the beer is fresh, the food is amazing, and the service is top-notch. See their Facebook page for details and go to Papa Lou's Place to see what the buzz is about.
Neighbor Fence Company has fencing for where you want it, serving Columbia, Montour, and Luzerne counties. Neighbor Fence provides top-quality residential and commercial fencing, vinyl, chain link, wood, aluminum, and ornamental fencing, plus vinyl railing and specialty products. Neighbor Fence Company, 1140 State Route 239 in Wapwallopen. Call 570-752-4423 or visit them online at neighborfencecompany.com. Neighbor Fence Company is a proud sponsor of local youth athletic teams.
Did you inherit an estate, or did you recently buy real estate that needs to be cleaned out? J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling of Berwick is the easiest and the fastest when it comes to big clean-outs. They'll also clean out your attic, basement, or garage. Wherever you've got junk, call J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling today at 844-GET-JDOG and get your job done the military way with respect, integrity, and trust. J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling is proudly veteran-owned and operated.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The Goat.
The Bulldogs are headed to the district championship game. District 2 3A. They win convincingly tonight over the number 4 seed Hanover area 49-9. Aiden Saffrey recovered a fumble on Berwick's second play from scrimmage. That led to a 30-yard field goal by Chance Hall. With 3:36 to go in the first, Hanover area had the lead 3-0. But Berwick answered. Their second possession, 7 plays, 80 yards. Ty Wilkerson, start of a record-breaking night for him, 53-yard touchdown run. He then ran for the 2-point conversion. Berwick led 8-3 after the first quarter with that 53-yard run. With 3 seconds remaining in the first, Wilkerson passed Brant Quick for Berwick's single-season rushing record, as he would break another of Brant Quick's records before this game was over. Berwick 8-3 after 1, 8:39 to go in the second. Ty Wilkerson with a touchdown run. Caleb Yost with the extra point. Berwick extended their lead to 15-3. Another record set. Caleb Yost, his 45th consecutive made extra point, breaking the record previously held by Olivia Seeley of 44. back in the 2014 season. Later in that second quarter, Berwick extend their lead to 22-3. Brock Sims with an interception led to a Ty Wilkerson 5-yard touchdown run. Caleb Yost with the extra point. 22-3 Berwick at the break. In the third quarter, Caleb May with a 42-yard touchdown run, kicked for the extra point, blocked, ending Caleb Yost's streak at 46. But Berwick led 28-3. Then a 4-yard touchdown run by Ty Wilkerson. Caleb Yost with the extra point, 35-3 Bulldogs. 4:54 to go in the third. A 32-yard run by Ty Wilkerson. His 39th rushing touchdown of the season, breaking the single-season record held by Brant Quick at 38. By the way, third quarter used to be a bugaboo for the Bulldogs. They were outscored by a lot last season. This season, they have outscored the opposition 147-7 in the third quarter. Fourth quarter, Darwin Downey, a 4-yard touchdown run, capping a 65-yard drive for Hanover area. The kick was blocked, 42-9 Berwick. And the final score, Brady Cleaver, a 25-yard run, capping a 4-play, 80-yard drive. Caleb Yost with the extra point. Berwick wins it 49-9. We'll take a look at other scores. We'll take a look at stats with Andy Lickney when we return. You're listening to Bulldogs Football on Goat Rocks, PA.
Planning for the future doesn't have to be complicated. Attorney Nick Lutz of Cardinal Estate Planning in Berwick will guide you every step of the way. Whether it's protecting your assets, setting up a trust, or ensuring your family is cared for, Cardinal Estate Planning provides personalized solutions for you and your family's needs. Call or sign up on their website to attend a free educational workshop that will give you an understanding of the process and peace of mind knowing your legacy is in good hands. Visit them online at cardinalastate.planning.com. Let them help you plan for tomorrow today.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Visit your Berwick State Farm agents, Sean Black at InsureBerwick.com and Lori Powell at LoriPowell.net.
Got that Berwick Bulldog spirit? Go to Papa Lou's Place on Vine Street, 2 blocks from Crispin Field, where the Berwick Bulldogs games are on. And there's live music on the patio after each home game, with drink specials every Friday, and try their famous smash burgers, homemade pierogies, and broadster wings with a variety of homemade sauces. Nobody does Berwick High School football like Papa Lou's Place, where the beer is fresh, the food is amazing, and the service is top-notch. See their Facebook page for details, and go to Papa Lou's Place to see what the buzz is about.
Ready to tackle your financial goals? First Keystone Community Bank invites you to play smart with your savings. Lock in a 182-day CD at 4.25% annual percentage yield to enjoy the winning combination of security, high interest, and short-term convenience. Go for the goal with a First Keystone Community Bank CD. For more information, visit fkc.bank. Minimum balance to earn annual percentage yield is $5,000. Terms apply. Member FDIC.
Neighbor Fence Company has fencing for where you want it, serving Columbia, Montour, and Luzerne counties. Neighbor Fence provides top-quality residential and commercial fencing, vinyl, chain link, wood, aluminum, and ornamental fencing, plus vinyl railing and specialty products. Neighbor Fence Company, 1140 State Route 239 in Wapwallopen. Call 570-752-4423 or visit them online at neighborfencecompany.com. Neighbor Fence Company is a proud sponsor of local youth athletic teams. Mason's Monogramming has the largest selection of Bulldog items in Berwick. Family owned with more than 35 years experience. And new Bulldog wear for every age, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, polos, hats, and more. They even make online fundraising easy for you. Stop in today to discuss your next fundraising opportunity. You can also shop at masonsmonogramming.com for their new inventory and select in-person pickup or shipping right to you. Follow their Instagram at Mason's Monogramming for their latest new items. Mason's Monogram Service in Berwick. Let them personalize for you.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on 102, 104, and 107 The Goat.
District 2 3A semifinal. They do it convincingly over Hanover area in the semis tonight. 49-9 the final. Stats in tonight's game, Andy Ligney.
Now Berwick dominates the stat line, Jim. Total offense, 410 yards for Berwick on 28 plays. Hanover area, 182 yards on 47 plays. The play count, I don't say it surprises me, but it shows somewhat good game planning on the part of Hanover area. They ran 47 plays to Berwick's 28. Now, some of that is Berwick gets it and scores quick on a long Ty Wilkerson run. But it also shows that this young Hanover team, a lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores playing, is still able to establish some drives, play keep away. And they came on strong in many areas in the second half. They showed a nice passing game. So 182 yards total, 104 in the air, 78 on the ground. Let's look at the ground. I'm impressed with the Downey brothers, both Dwayne and the freshman Dowen Downey. Dwayne had 17 carries for 35 very tough yards. Brother Dowen's going to win bragging rights in the family. He had one long run, so win all 3 carries for 37 yards, 2 yards more than the older brother. Brody Richardson, one of the triplets, the fullback, had 2 carries for 7 yards up the middle. And quarterback Logan Richardson, 2 carries, minus 1 yard. 2-yard quarterback sneak, lost a yard on a sack. Passing, Logan Richardson, 13 of 23. He did suffer 2 interceptions, but 104 yards in the air. And he had just 13 yards at halftime, so 104 with the majority coming in the second half. Leading receiver, Deacon Eisenbach. He had 3 receptions for 3 yards at halftime. Finishes with catches then after that of 38, 31, and 16. Give him 6 catches in all for a net of 82 yards. Good passing combo with Deacon Eisenbach and Logan Richardson. Connor Richardson, 7-yard catch. Aiden Safri caught a 13-yard catch. Dwayne Downey caught 3 for just 2 yards. They're trying to free him out of the backfield. Dowen Downey caught 1 for 4 yards. And Angel Tejada caught 1 for 6. Add him up 104 yards in the air. 78 yards total on the ground, 47 plays for 182 yards for the Hanover Hawkeyes. For Berwick, that number pales, 410 yards on their 28 plays. Passing, easy to add up. No passes, no completes, no attempts, no interceptions, no yards. Just to get used to Berwick with the all-running game. I have them with 28 rushes for 410 yards. And the man you look at, the guy who carries the load, is Tymir Wilkerson. 15 carries, 296 yards. I wish they snuck in another 5-yard carry in there in the first half somewhere to round them off over 3. But my count is 15 carries, 296. Brady Cleaver had a nice game. 5 carries for him for 65 yards. Ashton Smith had an 8-yard run. Caleb May, 2 carries for 48 yards. Connor Roberts with 7 positive yards. The team lost 7 yards on a fumbled bad snap and the kneel downs. Jojo Santiago got hit back for 7 yards as well. So I had them with 424 positive, minus 14, a net of 410 yards. None in the passing game, so that becomes their total. Jim, you highlighted the single-season records, the consecutive PAT record. I now have Caleb Yost with 56 PATs on the year. A dominant game here with a very strong opponent coming in next week.
Yeah, that opponent had their way tonight. We'll check that score and others right now with Chris Algar.
Yeah, Jim, so District 2 3A semifinal was Scranton Prep in Wyoming area. As you mentioned, Scranton Prep with a big 42-0 win over Wyoming area. We'll see them here at Crispin Field next week to face Berwick. Taking a look at District 2 4A, the semifinals. Dallas with a 17-0 lead over Valley View in the 4th. And North Pocono with a 42-14 lead over Crestwood. That game in the 4th, so most likely a Dallas versus North Pocono matchup for the District 2 4A final. District 2 5A semifinal, Delaware Valley with a 7-6 lead over Pittston area. 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Unfortunately, we were unable to find a Wyoming Valley West Abington Heights score anywhere, so will await the winner of that game to face either Delaware Valley or Pittston area next weekend for the District 2 5A final. District 2 and 4 Class 6A sub-regional. Wilkes-Barre with a 40-6 lead over Hazleton area. That game's still in the third. And Williamsport with a 43-16 lead over Scranton. So another most likely outcome of Wilkes-Barre area against Williamsport for your 6A final next week. District 2 2A semifinal. Lakeland with a 49-0 win over Holy Redeemer. And Dunmore with a 27-0 win over Riverside. So the District 2 2A final will be Lakeland against Dunmore next week. District 2 and 11 Class Single A sub-regional semifinal, Lackawanna Trail, a big 50-6 win over Nativity. Unfortunately, another score nowhere to be found was Tri-Valley and Marion Catholic. We'll await that score, but Lackawanna Trail will be facing one of those two teams next week for the Single A final in District 2 and 11. District 4 Single A semifinal, Montgomery with a big win over Muncie, 33-0, and they'll face Line Mountain, who got a bye this week. That game will be next week as well. District 4 2A quarterfinals. Southern Columbia with a big win over Kawasaki, 41-20. Bloomsburg taking on Loyalsock. Bloomsburg with a 34-13 win over Loyalsock. So it'll be Bloomsburg taking on Southern Columbia next week. Warrior Run with a big 41-7 win over South Williamsport. And Troy taking on Wellsboro, a 49-8 lead for Troy. So Warrior Run will face Troy, and Bloomsburg will face Southern Columbia in the semifinals next week. District 4 3A semifinals, Mifflinburg, a 56-14 lead in the fourth quarter over Danville. Mount Carmel, Montoursville tied 21-21 in the fourth. So Mifflinburg will go on and face either Mount Carmel or Montoursville, depending the outcome of that one for the District 4 3A final. And District 4 4A semifinal, Shamokin, a 28-0 win over Shikellamy. And Jersey Shore with a 73-14 lead over Athens. So Shamokin and Jersey Shore will be going at it for the District 4 4A final next week.
That Jersey Shore game's not a final.
Nope.
Don't get cocky there.
Still in the fourth. They still got a couple minutes left in the fourth.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. With the win, with the loss, Hanover area ends their season at 6-5, their first winning season since 2014. Berwick will take an 11-0 record into their game against Scranton Prep. That is a district final. That's next Friday right here at Crispin Field. We hope you'll join us for the broadcast. It starts, as usual, with the C.J. Curry Show at 6. That final again, Berwick 49, Hanover area 9. For Andy Lickney, Chris Algard, and our producer Ashlyn Walshaw, this is Jim Doyle reminding you heard it live on Goat Rocks, PA.